here we go.
Cut the fix up with some Xbox babies, put the switch up. See me gearing up for war, don't get it mixed up. I come in peace, kid. I'm bringing commentary and the new releases. I put them hours in to get prepared now. We play on expert level, don't be scared now. I'ma destroy you when I'm Forza, I can tear down. If you ain't tuned into the channel, keep your head down. Cut the fix up with some Xbox babies, put the switch up. See me gearing up for war, don't get it mixed up. I come in peace, kid. I'm bringing commentary and the new releases. I put them hours in to get prepared now. We play on expert level, don't be scared now. I'ma destroy you when I'm Forza, I can tear down. If you ain't tuned into the channel, keep your head down.
Family. What is up? I see you all in the chat. Six Slayer, I see you. You say, yeah. I see you. What's up, brother? I see my boy Biff. Biff, we got to get you on here. I know I hit you up in the DMs and you hit me up and such, and I have not gotten back to you yet. But we're just returning. It would be great for you to be with us maybe next week, because next week I do want to have a predictions show for or at least what we expect for the showcases coming up. The following days after our show goes live. And Dakota, I see you. Nerds, my brother. Soil Tech, my brother. I see you all in the chat there. Thank you all for coming through. For anyone who may be lurking, thank you for coming through. And if you guys could like it and maybe share this out, I know Nerds already did on Twitter, I would appreciate that as well. We got a few big things to talk about. Pause. One of the major news, obviously, is Modern Warfare 4 being showcased, and I guess I'm weary, but I'll show the little trailer for that. I don't think they'll get me for that. I'll just turn the sound off and talk about Modern Warfare 4 a bit and some of the details behind that. We have the Forza Horizon 6 and its mega success, and even memes that it spawned with a new villain on the rise with Bowie Knife 99. I do want to talk about the virality of that and get you guys' thoughts on that, as well as how I think Microsoft needs to approach things in getting their games out there, because this is unprecedented for Forza. Like, Forza Horizon 6 was already Forza Horizon has always been kind of venerated. It's always been celebrated, but this is new levels of success that none of them have ever seen. And there's a reason for that, and I want to see if that can be pushed into other titles from Microsoft in different ways. And, of course, Destiny Deferred. I'm sure you all have heard the news about Destiny 3 likely being canceled, and Destiny itself.
No, okay, don't. It never existed.
Well, it never existed, and it might not ever exist, but we'll see.
Yes.
And, of course, Crusader, being a super mega Destiny fan, he's going to lead the discussion on that. And if you guys have questions for that, please, I encourage you to post them in the chat, because I am going to come up with one or two.
I will be watching the chat. I won't be typing in chat, but I will be watching it. Yep.
So, and I'll make sure to look and see and highlight them to you as well. And, so listen, let's do this. Let's do this housekeeping and see what's been up with everyone. Returning, of course, back with us is my co-host, Daniel J. McGee. What's up, brother?
I'm back. It's been 100 years.
Right. What's been up with you, man? What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
I've done a lot, actually. Let's see, where do I even start? Played Mixtape, beat that pretty fast. Think that's probably going to be on a lot of people's short list for Game of the Year. Probably should be.
I enjoyed it, I will say.
Don't really have a whole lot else to say about it. It's a pretty straightforward, 5-6 hours there.
Yep.
let's see. Blew through the first couple hours of Forza. That's real good. It's pretty. I'm probably not going to play much more of it. It's not a game for me long term, I don't think.
I get you.
But it is real good. Let's see. We started in on Pocopia because we got that Switch 2 because this is a 3 pay period month. So I finally went out and bought one of those.
Now I have to tell you
It is
that
okay.
your favorite slanderer, MG Dark, has said that you are a closeted Pokemon fan, and that you have.
I'm not closeted. I like Pokemon.
He's very vocal about that on this show. That he's
I tried telling him that.
Yeah, no, I'm out. I'm free balling.
Just
because the games are bad doesn't mean. I mean, I do like them, but they've been bad. Like, frankly, I think people are blowing Pocopia out the water. Like, I don't. It's not. People are like, this should be game of the year. No, it fucking shouldn't. It's fun. It's a fun game, but it's not fucking game of the year.
It'll probably be nominated, knowing how Nintendo moves, but
it'll definitely be like family game of the year, 100%. But yeah, I don't know.
What's that other one that came out that everyone's loving? The
from the Pokemon franchise,
James Bond.
No. It's a Nintendo game, and it's kind of like it's another one of those cozy games where you create the characters. It's kind of like almost like the Sims.
Tamagotchi Life.
Tamagotchi Life. That game I think is actually going to be the fan game of the year.
If that one gets nominated for game of the year, it'll be purely on memes, because that's all that game is.
Yeah. No, he's.
What else?
So he slandered you, saying that you secretly have a Snorlax onesie in a closet that you change into.
Onesie. No, I live in Texas. Onesie. It's not. We don't live in onesie weather.
Yeah.
Man, what else? Went in on Kiln for a little while. I think that's pretty good. Enjoyed that. I don't think it's going to be a long-term game in terms of survival. I think that they don't intend it to be. I think that they probably are like, yeah, this will be a couple of years, and then we'll leave it as like a thing that you can play single player or with friends online. But I don't think they'll do matchmaking for very long with that.
That's the thing that I'm worried about. We were having this discussion earlier, actually, on Kay's and Everborn's Discord, the GCP, for those that don't know. Is that what is the survivability of publishers like, devs like Double Fine in this new environment? We constantly see people being let go, fired, etc. every year. Like, it's some crazy, terrible ritual, right? Will they be one of the people that's kind of pushed to the salt mines or worse?
No.
Their games don't make a ton, but they also don't cost a ton.
Yeah,
like that's like the one thing about, like, I guarantee Kiln probably had at most a $20 million budget. Like, that's
kind of costly. I didn't think it was that much.
That is 10% of a standard AAA game. Okay?
Yeah, that's double A
Modern
for sure.
AAA game.
Yeah, that's double A pricing, but it just seems crazy. $20 million just to make that. By the way, I don't think it costs that much. By the way, but that's insane.
You're forgetting the server infrastructure.
Look, man, I don't know. They spent what, estimated by the time it comes out between $2 and $3 billion on GTA 6. Even though right now they're only reporting 1.5, but the estimations are through the roof.
They're about to
make
all that back.
When that game comes out, I guarantee it's just going to be, it's another one of these.
Yeah.
So
for sure, they're about to make that back about tenfold. By the way,
Nerd
says, "Don't jinx it. Don't jinx Double Fine." I'm sorry, Nerds, my brother. What's up, Vandal? What were you saying? You said you don't think it's going to make that back? GTA 6? Oh, come on.
No.
What?
You think it's going to? They're estimating.
It's not going to be like 5, where 5 made its budget back tenfold immediately, because its budget is tenfold.
Yeah, and it's only launching on consoles.
It's going to have to do significantly better than GTA 5.
That's fair. Yeah, the pricing
be as profitable as GTA 5.
That is fair because of how much it costs. But I'm saying, I think at the end of its cycle, that's what I meant. Not immediately, but I think it's going to make it back.
Bucks, but it's going to take forever for it to be profitable.
I don't think it'll take forever. I think it'll be pretty profitable pretty quick. But I don't know if it'll.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if it makes its money back. It has to hit the money that Take-Two shareholders want it to make.
Yeah.
And is that even a realistic number? Like, is that even literally possible on console? And the answer is almost certainly not.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm still shocked by a few things concerning GTA just off past stuff I didn't know about. Like, I don't know how I missed it, but just as an aside, we were talking about GTA the other day and it was like GTA 4 has a, or was it 5? One of the two. That's a 97 meta. I was like, what?
Yeah, and
Almost all
it never
GTA games
deserved
do.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never deserved that.
So-
that campaign was dog shit.
Yeah.
I think it's time we all agreed.
Which one? GTA 5 or 6 for you?
I
Well,
haven't
6 is
like,
I
now,
mean,
watched
5
so-
or 4, I meant to say. I'm sorry.
like a long time.
5. I haven't played 4 in a very long time. But 5's campaign is actually doo-doo butter.
Yeah,
I didn't
I concur.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I've liked one Rockstar game that they've released since like 2010. So
Yeah. Well,
well,
4
they've released like 3, but I've liked a single one of them. I only liked Red Dead 1 in that era.
4 actually had a 98 meta. So it went down
That's
1
pretty
point
insane.
for 5.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, that is. I don't think it's that rated high. Like it is overly
I know
rated.
San Andreas has a similar score too, which
Yeah.
San Andreas more or less deserves it. But
Do you
Nice.
think GTA 6 will be the first GTA where driving and shooting actually feel good?
I
don't
imagine
know.
so. I imagine so. I thought
'Cause they
5.
haven't
I
done
thought
it
5
yet.
was okay. It's turn terms. I think because 4 had it more. They try to go more grounded. Thus the cars felt like trash trying to drive around a
the
little
cars
bit.
felt awful.
Yeah,
They
5
were
I think
bad- they were a
corrected
bit
it a
better
little
in
bit.
5.
Yep. I could see that happening. By the way, your boy here is who's that? Avery. Avery Cope. Shout out to Avery Cope for being
Oh,
here.
what's up, Avery?
Yeah, he said he came here to
is.
support you. What's up, Gentle Stone?
Good
What's up,
summer
Stilo?
My Destiny,
Six Slayer, my
schizo-
brother.
One of my Avery's one of my Destiny boys.
One of the, oh, okay. So he's definitely gonna be here for
on
you on
Twitter.
that. Yeah. Okay. So listen, all those things, Danny. Absolutely. I had played a bunch of those too. I absolutely did love. You actually you hyped up mixtapes way back actually when it was announced. I remember.
It was it was good.
So
it's
it was
from
good, it paid off.
Beethoven and Dinosaur. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that they had made
They're the Artful Escape.
Artful
people, right?
Escape. That's what it was. I
Yeah.
like that too. So yeah, I had a feeling it would be good. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. It felt like playing a John Hughes movie, right? Or a game, should I say? It felt like a John Hughes movie in game form. That's what it felt like. So I really did appreciate it. It's not a gamified, like game as people would say. It's just
No, it's pretty light on like
Yeah.
gameplay.
but you do at least play it because some people were lying. Oh, the game plays itself. No, it doesn't. You have to actively do things.
You gotta do some stuff.
But I thought it was for what it was. I love that we can get experiences like that, right? And that Game Pass, by the way, caters to that diversity. You know what I mean? But yeah, all those good things. Did you have anything else that you wanted to give us?
We finished Survivor 50. That was pretty groundbreaking, huge moment, big times for everybody.
We got to get a campaign going to get Danny on Survivor. He is the biggest fan I know.
Truly.
Pretty great time. Just send your direct messages straight to Jeff Probst, who did, and I hate to say it about my boy, my king, my liege lord, but he did fuck up in the finale.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone saw this online. It did blow up pretty big. But in the last, so okay, at Final Four for the last 15-ish seasons, probably more, they've done fire making. So the fourth place person doesn't get voted out, but somebody wins individual immunity, and then they pick one other person to be safe, and then 2 people go and make fire, and whoever is shittier at that goes home instead. So it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
It's like one of the only times that you can really like take the game back into your own hands if you're on the bottom. So big deal. People love it. Well, people love the idea of it. There are some people who are like, we wish it wasn't fire making. We wish it was a different challenge. We wish they changed it every season so that people didn't just get really good at fire making. Although I will say that hasn't been an issue lately because a lot of people just like don't fucking practice and then they're really bad at it. It doesn't matter. Either way, during the live reunion show, which they were jumping back and forth to like while the episode was going, Jeff Probst like fully spoiled who won Final Four fire making.
Oh wow.
And he was just like, yeah, all right, hey, go and sit down with the rest of the people who got voted out. And the guy who was like, they didn't show it yet. They don't know. It was really bad.
Oh damn! Listen,
50
50 seasons worth of that. He's bound to make some mistakes. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's true. It's
It's
But
not
it
like
was-
he's gonna lose any of y'all dedicated fans anyway. Y'all gonna stick through it.
No, well, and it's also like
ain't
the
going nowhere.
situation is like
Yeah.
it sucks and it's embarrassing for sure. But he's a really good host, so he played it off well. Had some good humor to it, although I'm sure he went into the back and beat up a PA or something. But it could have been a lot worse. Like if he had spoiled who actually won, or if he had spoiled like there are much worse things that he could have done. Because I feel like going into that fire making challenge, like we kind of knew who was gonna lose. Because unfortunately, it was a person who had. I mean, okay, both the people in fire making had already lost on fire making before in previous seasons. It was a returnee season 50,
Right.
and but one of them was like, okay, so between the time that I went out on fire making and now, I practiced a shitload. And the other one was like, didn't even touch it. Didn't even look at it.
He's like, damn all that.
And
yeah.
boy, did he get his ass whipped.
I was gonna ask, did he pay for it? But yeah, okay. There you go.
He got absolutely wrecked.
It's been so long, man. I told you since I've watched it. The first season was crazy good. I just haven't really watched them like that.
Honestly, just watch 50. Like, a friend of mine, actually Skylar from RSR.
Oh, okay.
He hadn't watched any Survivor ever, and he watched 50 because I was talking about it.
Yeah.
And he seems pretty in now. So it's
okay.
It's apparently it's a good place to start if you don't mind some.
You're gonna have a new addicted ally with it, huh?
I really am like the. What do you call it? The patient zero of like Survivor fandom.
Right. Yeah.
I have been known to be infectious in that regard. I've gotten multiple of my friends and a bunch of absolute strangers to watch a lot of Survivor. So.
Yeah. So okay. Well, man.
But the person who won absolutely deserved it. I guess I should have at some point said that. The person who won wasn't my choice from the beginning.
Yeah.
All the people that I wanted to win out in just really hurtful for me personal ways. But when we got down to final three, it was very obvious who should win, and then she did, so it was good. Everything was good, and we were happy. And she got $2 million this time because Mr. Beast was like, "What if there was another $1 million?"
Well,
and everyone was like, "Sure."
Listen, all's well that ends well, is what they say. So that's good. But listen, I do want to move us forward a bit. Crusader, my brother. What have you been up to? What have you been playing, watching, etc.?
So I started watching Only Murders in the Hotel. It is I'm trying to think who's
that's with
Selena
my man
Gomez,
Steve Martin and what's his name, right?
Yeah, Selena Gomez, Steve Martin. I can't remember who the third person.
It's
funny.
What's his damn name?
It's really funny.
I forgot his name right now, but I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
It's a Hulu original. It has 5 seasons, renewed for a 6th. I'm really enjoying it. Martin Short, yeah, that's right. Thanks, nerds.
That's it, Martin Short. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. So I've been watching that. Gameplay wise, we haven't been on this show for like 4 weeks. What the hell have I played?
A lot of Destiny.
Actually, I started playing Destiny this weekend, and I beat both the expansions that I didn't play. But we'll get to more of that in a little bit. Let's look at the. I know I beat RoboCop Unfinished Business.
I've been meaning to get to that.
I don't know if I talked about. It was okay. It was kind of like really unoptimized on console. It's the standalone expansion for RoboCop.
Yeah, I love the first one actually, so I figured this one would be pretty good too.
It was good. It was just pretty unoptimized, and I've heard it's unoptimized on like every platform. I played Age of Mythology: The Obsidian Mirror, the new expansion for Age of Mythology. It's the Aztecs. It was pretty good.
Nice.
I played in 100%ed Mouse PI for Hire. Game is currently probably my game of the year.
I forgot all about that actually. I need to get that.
If it hadn't been for the fact that I'm trying to get endgame ready for the new Destiny update, or I should say the last Destiny update, I would probably still be playing Diablo 4. I played Lord of Hatred and Vessel of Hatred, the 2 expansions for it. I played them both at the same time.
Nice.
And like they made the game feel like excellent. Like, there's definitely a bunch of balance that needs to go into play in the end game, because like Sorcerer is really broken, and a bunch of the other classes just aren't quite as good as they should be, and some of the activities need like buffed in terms of like loot drop from them. But like, it's way better than it was at launch, and I'm having a blast farming the end game for the first time in Diablo 4.
I see a bunch. I got a few friends of mine that jumped back on it. Vandal in the chat got back on it. Morty, as you all know, he's back on it. So.
It's good. It got a lot of its depth back that like was sorely missing in Diablo 4. It's nothing as insane as like say Path of Exile or anything like that. But like it's got something for as someone who wants to casually enjoy an ARPG like that, or dive deep into its systems. Like it's a lot of fun. And then yeah, I played Destiny 2, Edge of Fate, and Renegades, the 2 expansions that came out in the last year, in preparation for the whatchamacallit. And like I gotta say, the story of those expansions was really good. Even the like Star Wars inspired one, the story in it was really good. Like there's Star Wars reference around every corner, but like the way they were moving the narrative forward is great. It's just a shame that they ruined the loot chase in that game up until still ruined right now up until like June 9th.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've been schizo posting online about Destiny, and we'll talk about that more later.
Schizo posting.
Yeah, man. Like it's been I think like the entire community's been through every stage of grief, and we've circled back around to some. Like we've all moved past it. Like we were all in acceptance. And then we've moved into this state of acceptance and bargaining combined.
Yeah.
And I'll get into that because, like, I actually think we might see, for at least a little bit there, some relative... Like, Destiny's been a game for, like... Destiny 2's been a game for 8 years now. We're not going to break, like, the actual player counts. But I think we might break the player counts for the last, like, 4 years in the game on June 9th. I genuinely believe we might see a few 100,000 people on Steam alone.
I was going to say, are the numbers looking better for that than Marathon right now?
They are about double a Marathon.
Sheesh.
And mind you, the last weekend, immediately, because they announced the end of the game on Thursday. And last weekend, we can actually see player counts in Destiny pretty well, because of the public API that we're allowed to build tools off of and stuff like that. Like, there's a ton of, like, fan-made tools and stuff for the game to, like, manage your inventory and stuff like that. And because of that system, we have a lot of insight into player counts. And so we actually know that, on average, during the down cycle of the game, it had about 170,000 people playing a day. Last weekend, it went up by 50 to 60%. We were up to, like... The highest I saw it go up to in one day was 280,000. And that's just people who are prepping for the final update. Well, most people aren't going to do that. Like, they're not psychopaths like me. So it's really interesting to see what's going on with that. And I'll talk more about that at length when we talk about it. But, like, the community's been everything. Like we've been schizo posting online. This is the best way to say it. Like people have been, like, it's been going back and forth. Been like, we were bargaining, and it's like, oh god, everything's over. And it's like, well, we're probably over, but at least we can try to keep bargaining.
I mean, it just goes to show, like, how many people actually love that franchise, right? I know. Truly,
there's been over 72 million unique accounts that have signed in and at least gotten to the character creator in Destiny 2.
Yeah, it
72 million unique accounts.
I got a thought. Well, I guess I'll save it for that point, but to ask you, but
sure.
I feel like there could be some resurgence,
Genuine, like we've seen it before, right? Like we saw everyone get upset about Tango Game Awards, and then Krafton bought Tango.
Yep.
We saw the end of life of the Division 2, and it had a loyal enough, long enough term community that just never left, that they decided to start. They made a new expansion for that. Like, they end of service to that. So, like, we'll talk more about that at length in the thing. But I actually, it's like the lowest % chance in hell. But there's a non-zero chance that this doesn't actually end up being the end of the game.
Yeah, it could lead to something.
And it's not even just bargaining. It's like, if enough people come back and are like, what the fuck are you doing? If it's a chance for them to make money and, like, not throw away their asset, they're not gonna just not do it. Like,
Yeah.
but it's gonna take a lot of doing by a lot of people. Like, so.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that later, though. I don't want to go into that.
Yeah,
now.
Sony gonna have to actually be like, all right, we got you. We're gonna fund this. But that aside, was that about it for you for gaming and everything, or?
Yeah. I think in the time that we've been in here, I finished Daredevil, finished the Punisher thing. Oh, I went to see Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, how did you like that? I heard some people loving it.
I'm gonna beat some reviewers like heads in. Like, I don't understand how that got a 55 on Metacritic. The user score, much more accurate.
Yeah, sometimes these critics, I think, are misaligned.
It's probably the second best Disney Star Wars movie.
Oh, that's a lot of praise now. You know, people love
not really.
Andor.
Really. It's not really a lot of praise. It means it's
Andor's
behind Rogue
movie.
One.
I mean, not Andor. I meant to say.
There's the sequel. There's the sequel trilogy, and there's Han Solo. Otherwise,
no,
it's not competing with a lot. There.
Rogue.
What's
Rogue One.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Rogue One is the only Disney era Star Wars. Like, Rogue One's my second favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah, and that's Disney. That's what I mean.
This movie it's behind that, but not by a ton. Like, it was just a fun experience. It was a fun movie. It was Star Wars. Campiness through and through.
Was it emotional too and everything? I imagine it had some.
A little bit, yeah. There were some good moments in it.
Okay.
It is a Glub Shido fest.
We love that.
For anyone who doesn't know what Glub Shido is, it's like named Star Wars character reference that like 3 people know who they are from like some like
obscure comic back
auxiliary
in the day.
media. It's a lot of things from like Clone Wars and Rebels and things like that.
Yeah.
So they brought back Lizzo's character from that one episode. Yo.
They did not do that.
Hell yeah, we love her.
They did not do that. They brought back Jabba's kid from the bad Clone Wars movie.
Pretty good. And he's Jeremy Allen White.
And he's jacked.
That's because he's Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah. But it's a really fun movie. I actually would recommend people go to see it.
I gotta go check it out. I actually enjoyed The Mandalorian. I know season 2 was kind of at points and such. Did they have a season 3?
Yeah, they did a season 3.
It was season 3 that was kind of not 2. Season 2 wasn't as great as 1, but season 3 was the one that was like where they faltered a little bit.
So my opinion on Star Wars is I've basically enjoyed every piece of Star Wars media that I've watched to some extent. There are some that are not very good, and I wish they hadn't existed in the way they did, but I didn't not enjoy them.
No,
and that's kind of how I view Star Wars as a concept. I just enjoy it. And that's not Mr. What is that?
Biff Rinaldi.
I guess technically, yeah, it is, because Rogue One had a lightsaber at the very end.
Oh yeah, sure did. Yep.
That actually is accurate. This
one
is
of the
first Star Wars movie without a lightsaber.
One of the most epic moments of a lightsaber too, in my opinion.
Even Solo had one in it because Darth Maul activates his lightsaber in the hologram. It's not actually used in combat in any way, shape, or form in the movie, but yeah, it is. It is the first one without a lightsaber.
He has to turn it on in the hologram so that you know he has it.
Oh, and yeah, Maul Shadow Lord, the new animated show, excellent.
Yeah, Lucius was telling me about it. He watched that too. I gotta check that out.
Outdid the Vader hallway scene in Rogue One of villains farming aura.
Oh, I gotta see it now.
It's really good.
I've always had a soft spot for Darth Maul. I'm just gonna say that.
And they make him a more complex character in it.
Yeah.
Like it's really good.
Gotta check it out. By the way, shout out to Lucius. I see you in the chat. Shout out to KC. What's up with you? And saw someone else too. Who was that? Dirts. Hold on. Dots. Oh, that's my boy. That's Dots. What's up, Dots?
Yo.
I'm like, who's this?
What's up, Dots?
I'm like, what's Dots? Listen, all those things aside, I do want to go see Mando and Grogu. I still feel the way. Am I the only one
Yeah,
that
I
still
actually
feels
saw it
away
with
with him
Knots.
naming him Grogu?
It's fine.
I always
I
felt
don't
like
think he didn't name him. It was
That was the name that like.
that was his actual name that he was
It
given.
was his actual
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
Ahsoka
Yeah.
like read his mind or some shit. And
Right.
she was like,
Yeah.
his name is Groglet. He's a little grog.
Yeah, I was like, I thought they could have came up with a. I hate to say it like this because I'm a very manly man, but a more cuter name for him. I thought Grogu sounded like something like some type of frog monster or something. Grogu.
I mean, listen, man, he is a little frog
I mean, a little
monster. Like,
bit.
what are you talking about? That's
That's
what he is.
I guess he is kind of a frog little monster thing.
Gross
isn't he?
little.
He's gonna
Gross
turn
little
into Yoda. Like,
Frog monster
Same
frog
brain.
you are. Anyway, my poor Yoda aside. What's up, Gray? I forgot to shout out Gray. My mod is here. What's up, Gray? For me, I've been playing a ton of Forza Horizon 6. Loving it. I think it was I called them zesty nerds, yeah. That was the zesty name, Grogu. No, been playing a ton of Forza Horizon 6. Loving it. I'm loving the success it's having. I'm loving the memes that's been spawning because of Bowie Knife 99. It's been hilarious. I think I've enjoyed. I got about maybe I think 5 days worth of time. However, that's converted into Forza Horizon 6 already. I think I honestly have liked it more than 5. I think I like it more than 5. Honestly, I think it's a very extremely enjoyable game. I've had races with the fellas, from Lucius to Stilo to Soil Tech, to Vandal. We've all been in there and mixing it up. It has been extremely fun. And I still have to get that achievement. Me being an achievement whore I am, I got to get that maxed out achievement. So I'll be playing a ton more. As far as games, I picked up 007 First Light, and maybe about 4 hours into that. Really enjoying that as well. It's a very obvious mix of Uncharted meets Hitman, and in my opinion, the best of ways. Somebody alluded to it in the Discord and also on a tweet of mine about it, where they said it felt like Splinter Cell in the earlier parts, and he didn't like that. I said, to me, that's a mega compliment, because Splinter Cell is one of my all-time favorite games, and I do get what he means. It does feel kind of Splinter Cell-ish, pacing-wise, in the first kind of tutorial training mission part that you do. I won't say much more than that, but you'll play it. When you play it, you'll see what we mean. But I am really feeling what IOI put down with 007 here. I think they did a really great job so far, and I got more to go. What else have I played? Obviously, Crimson Desert. I finally managed to crawl away from that drug addiction of a video game. And I might be going back because there are some achievements I still want to grab, but love the hell out of that. That right there is my current game of the year, Crusader, by the way, Crimson Desert. Bunch of that. Oh, I saw Michael. I was planning on going to see Mortal Kombat 2. I'm hearing mixed things about that, so I'm not sure. And I do want to go see Grogu, Mandalorian and Grogu, so I think I'll put that on the old objective list right there. The objective to do for the weekend. Maybe go see that. But anyway, let's move into the old news roundup, if we could.
Sure thing. So first thing I have on here is it just says Umbra sucks off Unreal Engine 6. What's going on?
You mean Umbra gives Unreal its proper respect?
Well, they would have had to have shown it in a way that actually showed literally anything about it, probably for that to be the case. But maybe.
Listen,
What do you think?
well,
all I've got is they showed it off.
Well, they showed off with it. What was the name of that damn soccer
Rocket
game?
League.
Rocket League,
Which was, in my opinion, not a great choice.
Yeah, I think they could have done a little bit more than that. Exactly. I'm giving it a proper glazing they deserve, Lucius. I think they could have done a bit more than just Rocket League, but I realize how big Rocket League is to some. So it's a start. I mean, we'll start seeing rollouts for how it's looking in games going forward, right? Some people will move up to it and such for game design. It is what it is. I do understand some people.
Well, it's only announced right now, right? Like, it's not actually like.
Yeah, it's not out there yet fully. I'm sure people are getting like behind the scenes are getting the tech they need or whatever. Excuse me, the.
Did they say when it would be launching?
Did they say that? I'm not sure.
I don't believe so.
All I know is that they said that Rocket League would be using it. So whenever that's launching, maybe that'll be around that time.
They also announced Rocket League is merging into Fortnite.
Oh, really? I didn't see that part.
Yeah. They're going to be in one like launcher like Call of Duty HQ.
Oh, that's interesting. Listen, you could tell my interest was very surface level, straight to Unreal. I didn't care anything about anything else. But
they killed off the Fortnite like rocket racing mode because no one was playing it, and they're like, what if we replace it with just like the actual game it was supposed to be?
I guess that makes some sense. Why not, right? Two super popular franchises, put them in that same launcher. Makes sense. So yeah, I think we'll start seeing a rollout of that in the next year maybe for this. I'm interested in seeing what they do. I know people complain saying they didn't properly fix but Unreal Engine 5. How do you move to 6, right? And maybe 6 addresses a lot of those issues.
6 is that's yeah.
6 is the fix.
That's yeah.
Hopefully.
that is
yeah. Got the stutter situated. Maybe that's the case.
Well, because redoing the entire shader pipeline in a like actual engine release would be kind of wild. Like, there's a lot of back-end things that would need to shift, which is why they did what they could in 5 and are going to move to a 6. The question is, will they actually do enough?
Will it actually pay off? Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, I'm excited in general. I do love when we start getting like crazier advances in technology, right? Like, even if it wasn't just Unreal, I still got love for like the Anvil engine. I still got love for the Snowdrop. You know what I mean? Like, all these engines, to see what they do with them, to me, which advances what we see in gaming. I love that type of stuff. Obviously, id Tech, stuff like that, right? I love seeing how far we've come in gaming with these engines. That's why I give Unreal so much love. I mean, besides it being prolifically used all across the gaming, some people are actually dropping engines they used before to go to it, right? Like the Red engine with CD Projekt Red. And this was somebody else recently, too, that is dropping their proprietary engine to go to it. I forgot who it was. So like it's getting used all over. People train in that in Unity. It just makes sense. So I do want them to correct some of the issues it has, but I think Unreal, to me, is still the best engine in gaming, right? In different ways. There are some that challenge it in a lot of ways too, though, that outdo it. Like, for instance, I mentioned Anvil. Anvil flat out outdoes it when it comes to open world and still looking as great as it does. Unreal can't touch Anvil in that way. Decima looks excellent, right? I don't know.
The RE engine.
RE engine looks pretty good. Yeah. Great engines. I love them all, but it's just, for me, Unreal has just hit that spot that these other engines don't quite measure up to. That's no glazing.
Here's my problem with Unreal is
paycheck, so.
Everyone associates the really cool like tech demos that they've done with Unreal, and nothing's ever looked even close to one of the tech demos that they've done.
I'll challenge that a little bit. Black Myth Wukong and Hellblade 2 looked very much like that demo. Actually better in some ways.
Hellblade 2 looked like the demo, but Hellblade 2 also like only looked. Like, it didn't play.
Yeah, well, listen, I'll give you that.
And Black Myth Wukong was just not a good game, so that doesn't help.
Like, I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, it's
it
not
was
true.
Just the first game had you gripped because like you really weren't sure what was like the experience wasn't quite like anything else, and then the second one is just more of that. So like I was like I've already done that. It just looks better.
Listen.
So like I never finished it.
I would encourage you to finish it, but I do get where you're coming from. I'm going to be honest, because I don't want to disparage the game, but one of my complaints is that I wish they kind of would have like kind of gone a little further with the combat in ways that I felt they didn't. So you're kind of, me and you are kind of aligned there. Though I did love the game, I still enjoyed it. I thought it was 8.5 for what it was worth, you know. So, and that village scene that you fight through, I agree with Lucius. Absolutely amazing. It was really well done. Yeah. Anyway, my love aside for Unreal, very excited to see what comes out of it with Unreal 6. And I would imagine the Black Myth Wukong team, I forgot the developer name right now, I imagine they'll probably be using that they might upgrade to that for the next game they're making and beyond. So it is what it is. Black Myth Wukong, by the way, did move like that tech demo. If you play it, you'll see what I mean. Like, it's crazy how well the action is done in Black Myth Wukong. Like,
see,
insane.
that was the part I didn't like. I think the combat of that game was very sluggish.
What?
And boring. Incredibly boring. Like, no change between fights whatsoever. Like, if you've done one fight in Black Myth Wukong, turn the game off. You've already done the whole thing.
I highly disagree. Listen, I don't even want to go into this right now because I'll be talking about this all day. There are fights that are similar, I'll give you that. But the approach to how you had to handle some of them are very different because you got to parry a lot of these other bosses and stuff like that when you're fighting them. And it does not play the same as other fights. But anyway, I don't want to get into that.
Fights.
You all I would have to show you, so you would have to play it to get what I mean. And Stilo, no. It's amazing. I agree with you, Stilo. I don't want to go into it because it'll take all day to get into that and try to correct your slander, Danny. But
I'm just like, I don't know, maybe play good games. don't know.
Anyway, what else do we have in the news, man?
Oh, hey, this one both came out of nowhere and is somehow also been spoiled by what feels like a year of rumors. But hey, there's a Witcher 3 DLC officially announced.
Expansion.
Weirdly,
They get mad when you call it a DLC.
well, they can suck my butt then.
Really mad.
So the DLC comes out next year.
Wait, do they really get mad at that?
They say DLC is shit we give away for free.
Okay.
Oh,
Expand like if we're making you pay for something, it's got to be expansive.
you know
That's awful big words for the guys who just fucked Cyberpunk into the ground and had to spend a year and a half fixing it. But all right.
Listen, I love
Appreciate
CD
it.
Projekt Red. I'll forgive them for that. But I do get what they're saying because I know they're comparing it to Blood and Wine, and Blood and Wine is fucking phenomenal. One of the best expansions
Actually,
I've ever played.
They started that expansion stuff with the Cyberpunk one. What was the expansion for that called?
Phantom Liberty.
Liberty.
Yeah, they started that dialogue line with they had Idris Elba read it off a sheet of paper.
Oh, that's what he was doing that for? I saw it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they've had 2 expansions in since they don't want me to call it DLC.
Yeah, this is the third one.
Yeah, so I'm hyped for this. It's crazy that the game
I'm
that
really
came out.
excited for it though.
You're not?
I said I'm really excited.
Oh,
for it.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
definitely
for-
gonna go back and play this.
It's really cool that a game that came out 2015, like literally 11 years ago. Like we're getting such a crazy update in something like this. I'm really excited, and I know they're going to tie it into 4. I mean, you can see it. He has
for
her
sure.
sword in his hand,
Yeah.
literally in the art. So, but I'm
Yeah.
excited for it. I love Witcher 3.
It's really funny. In the first expansion, the key art for the first expansion, he has 1 sword. The key art for the second expansion, he has both of his normal swords. And in this one, for some reason, he has 3 swords.
Is that what they were
He's
talking
good.
about with the
One,
He's
3
two, and
sword?
3.
Yeah.
It's really funny. I don't know if I have to imagine that was on purpose, at least for the third one, because probably someone in the studio noticed it, and like let's 1, 2, 3 funny. It definitely wasn't a thing with the first 2, but like I'm really excited. I didn't like the Witcher 3 the first time I tried it, and I loved it the second time.
You know what's funny? It's like that for people. I noticed. A
There's
lot of
parts
people don't
of it.
register with people immediately. They have to
Well,
come back.
Yeah.
It has some pretty awful gameplay.
So yeah.
That you
For sure.
really
Some parts
have
of it
to
are really
figure
bad.
out how to the RPG in it is so good. The going on the like not even just the main story, but like the going on the side quests to do like the hunts. Even those are so well done. Like everything about the story and the narrative and the missions in that game are so well designed. It's just that like the combat is kind of boring.
For me, it's not even that it's boring.
I made myself have a ton of fun with it by building a potions build. And
and that was the thing I couldn't fuck with. Is they were like, do all your potions, do 100 oils, and I was like, I'm not gonna fuck. I don't give a fuck. You cannot pay me money to give a fuck about this.
I love that part of it, honestly.
Like, and I'm considering. I'm probably not gonna replay the game. I'm probably just gonna load up my save. Because I put like 100 some like. When I had left my last job to take the job that I'm currently at, I took a month off in between because I had enough money, and I was like, I want to have a nice little vacation before I take the new job that's gonna pay way better than the last one. And I played The Witcher. I woke up and played The Witcher like it was a day job. Like I woke up at like 8 in the morning and played it until like 10, 11 o'clock at night for like 2 weeks straight.
Damn.
I was so engrossed when I actually got into it. And I got into it because people were like, try a sign build or try a potions build. So I tried a potions build, and oh god, I love that.
It clicked for you, yeah.
It clicked. Like, it has the same kind of combat as a hack and slash game that I would describe GTA's gunplay as. It's not actually very good. In fact, it's probably the worst part of the game.
That's a crazy comparison. I don't even 100% disagree, but that's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
To
but
be like,
I
it's
get what
just
you mean.
like Grand Theft Auto.
Like,
it's medieval fantasy
like,
Grand Theft.
It is medieval fantasy. Like the way that the actual combat in it is the worst part of it. Is the same. That they are like these blockbuster crazy hits that like, despite having a weak, like this one weak element, are so incredible in their other elements for people that like no one that you end up not caring. Like once you're in it enough, you end up just not caring.
I agree with that, but I will say, and maybe I look at things differently, but I actually quite enjoyed the combat, and I think it's because I understood what it was. It's very hack and slash in some ways, like you said.
Well, it's very simple, right? Like,
yeah, simple. It is simple. Yeah,
like,
I give you that.
Like there's no like combos. There's no like different like stances or things like that, right? Like it is just
there's kind of a
when
different
to dodge.
I wouldn't want it to have those things.
There is kind of a stance.
There's no when to dodge.
Yeah.
There's no one to dodge, and there's no one to use the right sword.
Well, no, you can
right?
dodge though. You can dodge. You can do that little.
No, I said it's no. You need to know when to dodge.
Oh, I thought you said there's no way to
and
dodge. Okay.
There are.
You
have to know
when
when
to hold
to
and
use
when to
each
fold
type
them.
of sword.
Right.
But like the swords don't have different move sets or anything like that.
No, I get
like
you.
you're doing the same thing over and over again.
You're saying
like
it's fairly. I agree with you when you say it's simple.
It's extremely simple.
Yeah, I will agree there. But what I'll say there, stance wise, I kind of disagree. Only in the example of you got your technical fighting style that he typically does, but when you use rend, to me that kind of feels like a stance, right? Like the riposte, or repost, or whatever the hell they say it.
Sure,
R-I-P-O-S-T-E.
but, like,
Repost.
My difference would be like in a different kind of hack and slash game. If you choose
like
a different weapon,
no, you got it.
you're doing the combat totally differently.
I'm messing it up. I'm sorry, I am.
No, you're good. You're good.
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
And to be honest
with
like, you,
yeah.
I cannot fucking stand stance switching in games. Especially like what was it, Neo 1, where they were like, you got to switch mid combo between the different stances so that the guy can't butter your biscuit, and you're like, brother, I just want to play the game. I don't.
I concur with that. And like stance isn't necessarily the best word, but like you play other hack and slash games, and like when you get like different weapons throughout them, like the different weapons have different timings,
I
and have different combos.
I get it.
And so like you are doing the same thing, and that's why like the first time I bounced off it really hard, but that was like during my era of playing 3 games total.
You see, I can't.
And so, like,
I have never been that type. If I get into a game,
it's
got to be locked in. Yeah.
True.
I got 10 years before someone kills this thing.
3 and Civilization.
He said, I got to get back to Destiny for you. But no, I agree with you that it's simple.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I will maintain, though, that it is, to me, fun and rewarding once you do certain things. Because like you said, the sign build. Mine's was
Yes.
what they call that. I had the Death March build, which was potion based, where
Yep.
you would and not what's the word I'm looking for?
You would oversaturate yourself. That's how I played as well.
And it made me incredibly strong, where nothing could really harm me. And I was doing that. You get the move called Rend, which is REND. But once you get the DLC or the expansion, CD Projekt Red, from the Hearts of Stones, you get this extension. I forgot the name of it now. To your blade, that it extends your blade further out through magic, through the runes they put on it. And man, I would walk up to and have enemies run up to me, and I just chop them right in half from a distance. It felt so rewarding. I cannot put into words how good it felt.
That was like ultimately like one of the things. This is one of the things I criticize a lot of games for is it takes forever for some games to actually have their combat feel good.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that you could probably even say about The Witcher is that, like, yeah, maybe I'm wrong in saying it doesn't feel good, but because it did feel good after I got the potion build going. But I was, like, 50 hours into the game before that was actually online.
That's what I was going to say, is it's like...
feel great.
I don't think the combat's actually, like, bad. I think it's that you're then expected to do that combat for 300 hours.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And you're like, well, all right. You're like, I get it. I understand.
And like, I gave the game a 5 out of 5. For anyone in the chat who's like, what the fuck is he talking about? I loved the game. Like, I didn't 100% because I didn't like do it on the highest difficulty.
Oh, I
did not feel like putting myself through that.
Listen,
for 300 hours.
You know, for you put 100 hours in. That's a lot of time, obviously. I have put in.
I still haven't done Heart of Stone, so.
Oh, see, like I've played through Witcher. Witcher 3 is one of the only games I've bought at least 5 times. It's the only game I've done that for. Well, I've done it for maybe Shenmue, and Shenmue 1 and 2, but and Mario's. I'll give it. I'm sorry. Let me not ignore those. But I'm saying standard, typical
Mario
games.
Are you buying
well, like the Mario All Stars and stuff like that. You know how you have the collections and. Or like, I'm on a new Switch now. I'll buy the old school, Mario Brothers, right?
You got scammed.
It's just something you will always go back to, right? Because Mario's like one of the first games I've ever played. So that's whatever, right? It's something most of us are going to do. But when it comes to games like Witcher 3, I've bought it multiple times over the generations and now on Steam. Each time I've put in like 300 plus hours. This most recent time was like a year ago. I replayed it and put that much in it again. So I absolutely get what you mean when you hunker down into it and get absorbed into that world. To me, it is the only game that comes close to that, and what I'm hoping to see with this new expansion here, what I know because they seem to have the magic, is Red Dead Redemption 2. It's the only other game that has come close to that for me, where I felt so fully engrossed into that world, where I didn't think about anything else. I was fully in. I was into that narrative they was telling us with Geralt and Yennefer and all. I was fully into that whole universe. It's one of the only games that have ever done that for me. So I'm really excited for this expansion and for their. And I know I just saw a tweet of theirs where they put the outline of games to come. I'm excited for 4. I'm excited for the next Cyberpunk. I love CD Projekt Red.
Realistically, because they announced like. It's a lot of games. There was that time like a while ago that they were like, here's 30 games or whatever. Like, it was a fucking lot.
Yeah.
Do we realistically think that all of those are coming out? Because I don't.
What, CD Projekt Red?
From them, I do. Yeah, they seem to have. I know they've refigured things. Or
I don't know when they're going to get them done. Will I be alive by the time they get 9 games out?
Well, who knows?
I think I know.
Stay tuned.
So what? It's Witcher 1 remake. Witcher 1 remake. Witcher 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
Which, I mean, like, you have to get 4 out before 5 and before
right.
6. But they announced that those games aren't going to be considerably different from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're innovating on the first one. They're going to iterate on the second 2, and then they'll innovate again on, like, the quote whatever next trilogy, whether it's Witcher or not.
And I'm loving that they're redoing part 1. I'm loving that because I've never played it, and they're redoing it in the style of Witcher 3. So I'm really excited for that. Also, too, they have the Cyberpunk coming out, too, right? Cyberpunk sequel. 2077. Yeah.
Yeah, 2. Or I'm saying 77 2. Who knows?
Cyberpunk 2078. How about that? Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
surprised that people have so much trust for them after how much they fucked up.
You know, like
So-
I feel like that one major misstep aside, I think they've earned enough in terms of
Other than one of the worst missteps
It's-
in video game history.
True.
History.
Yeah, true. I'll
It's
give you that.
crazy that it's not the first time they did that either, because The Witcher 3 did not come out in a good state. But like that game gradually like exploded over like the first month, and they had most of it fixed before most people hopped in.
That's true. Yeah, it's kind of like Crimson Desert in
so,
a way,
like-
right? Crimson Desert had a lot of like people would call technical issues. They corrected so quick that nobody cared.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I get you on that. And then I forgot all about The Witcher 3 having initial issues. You're right, it did.
Oh yeah, it had
Well, because people didn't
some
really...
of the worst pop-in in the history of video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the
Well,
original versions.
Because people just didn't really like care about it the same way that they did when Cyberpunk came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well, they
Witcher
were
1 and
not a
2
famous. They were not like an exceptionally famous studio
No.
in the same way that they are now,
Well-
because that game made them that.
Right. Well, because Witcher 1 and 2 were just like not amazing
They were
games.
okay.
Like they weren't bad,
Yeah.
but they were
They were
rough.
nowhere near to what they've
Yeah.
reached
No,
now.
nothing
Yeah,
like.
I agree. And even part 2, as decent as it was, it pales in comparison to 3, like dramatically so, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm loving that they're doing it. I hope they do it for 2 as well in that way and turn it into more of a.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
Yeah, I really hope they do.
One has to imagine that if the first one does really well, they will almost certainly like that'll be like the next thing that studio branch does.
right. I mean, that seems to be the way of it, right? You know, you do one Resident Evil remake, and now we're doing the whole series, right?
Yeah,
So,
but to your point
I think
though,
they want the whole series playable in one
like an
gameplay style.
MCC
I
styling
don't even
of
think-
change, if you will.
I don't even know if Witcher 1 is like playable on consoles. Genuinely,
That
I
is
Oh,
not- I
don't
don't think
no,
it was
it's
ever
not.
released on console.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, part 2
Yeah.
was the only one and that released only on a 360,
Two
I
is-
think, right?
It might have been on PS3, but it ain't on PS4 or 5. Like it's only
Right.
on Xbox One and Series right now.
Yeah, but with to your point though, yeah, Cyberpunk rather was a terrible launch. Luckily for me though, because I know it's anecdotal, but for me, I only had like one technical glitch, and that was like a car like going through the floor or something at one point, something stupid, and it was like the only one instance I ever saw in a game during my gameplay, and I put in like 400 hours into that game, and that was on the not the Xbox One, the One X, should I say?
Yeah.
So
See,
I
and
lucked
I
out.
had a decent amount of technical issues with it, but they weren't really the problem I
I-
had with that game. The problem I had with that game was the writing was just really bad.
for
Like the
for
story
Cyberpunk.
was for Cyberpunk was really bad.
You
Yeah,
thought it
I
was bad?
also really
I
didn't
liked
care.
it.
I thought it was
I
I
didn't
thought it was
care for
actually
the story.
pretty terrible. Like when they're
Wow.
like, "Hey, don't you love Pan Am?
Yeah.
Look at her butt." And it's like
I-
that's her entire characterization. Like she doesn't have a personality because the only thing she does in the game is like, "Hey, do you want to fuck in this tank?" Or
That's
"Hey,
not all
do
she
you-"
does.
No, that's her whole personality. You want to fuck in this tank? Or what if we got everyone I ever knew killed? Would that be fun? Which of those 1-2 things do you want to do?
Danny, your
She's a
outlook of
dumbass.
your outlook of these characters in games is always
She's a
something else.
Dumbass. the only relationship option that wasn't a complete dumbass was the one that was a lesbian, so I couldn't date her anyway.
Yeah.
I was really
Whose name I don't remember,
disappointed
actually.
by Judy.
Judy,
Right?
that's right.
I like
Yeah.
Judy too. Yeah, Judy was cool.
I was really disappointed by the game.
You couldn't get with her.
After playing The Witcher 3.
Yeah, because she's
And
lesbian.
I couldn't quite comprehend why everyone was telling me that I needed to play it. I mean, I enjoyed it for its like ARPG,
Mhm.
like its itemization and stuff like that, and like because I was like one of the like cyber hackers. Like I really enjoyed playing that game. I rated that game really highly because of how much I enjoyed actually playing it. It was I had the exact opposite experience of the Witcher 3. Where
Yeah,
like I was
sure.
like, I'm not engrossed in this game's world at all, but boy, howdy do I love playing it.
Yeah.
I do think shooting in Cyberpunk was pretty bad though. At launch.
So I
didn't
played
play
it- I-
after the.
yeah, I
update,
played it.
but-
I played it after launch, but like way before. I still haven't played Phantom Liberty.
Okay.
I
Yeah, me
still
neither.
I haven't played it either. Actually, I need to get to that. But I thought the gun combat was pretty good. But then again, I was using what the hell they call it, the Stendestifson. I can't think of the name of it right now. Where you
I have
move,
no idea what you're saying.
you move so fast,
I-
but it looks like slow mo, right? So it looks like you're moving in slow motion, or the
It
world
was
is
like
moving
you
in
were
slow motion.
squirting them with water guns, like you were doing dick all. It was.
By
the
the
guns
end,
didn't
I was
feel good
barely
to
using
shoot.
a gun in that game.
No, I went full melee, and I was like, oh, now it's a video game.
Yeah,
I think
I
maybe
was hacking people's brains and making their heads explode. Oh, this shit, there's nothing like this.
I don't know, Danny. I think you may have had underpowered weapons or something, because I was decimating.
I was picking
them.
up. I was doing anything I could, and I was just like, no, these guns are dog shit. This doesn't feel good to do. The sound they make doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
It's bad. Why would I ever do this when I can have claws come out of my fucking arm?
Yeah, I listen. Some people did like
what
the
are you
melee
doing
builds
with this
too.
gun that is gonna feel even 1/10 as good as stabbing people with wrist blades? Nothing. Okay, guess I'll fucking throw all these guns in the trash then.
You know what? I forgot what gun I used a lot, but I did like I had that katana that you get from I forgot his name, Nakonama, whatever. Damn, I can't remember his name right now. That
I couldn't. I could barely remember any of the characters that weren't like part of the squad.
except maybe for what's his name, Keanu Reeves' character of Johnny
Yeah,
Silverhand.
yeah, that's part of the squad. Like part of the like main
Yeah.
main crew, including the man in your head.
Yeah, I get you. But no, for
If
me,
he's in the head, he's in the crew. That's how it worked.
right.
Truly.
But
Part of the head.
I used the katana.
Part of the crew.
I used the katana, and I forgot what gun, but I also used that sniper. My weapons were pretty powerful, Danny. So I don't know. It felt good to me. It registered perfectly fine, and I would melt them with my weapons. So it might have been a skill issue, brother. What's up, assassin?
I agree. I think it was a skill issue of the people who made the game. I think
That's
they
it.
probably should've done
Arasaka.
better.
Thank you, Lucius. That's who it was. When you know at the beginning, not beginning, but once you meet him in the Arasaka tower, and he leaves that katana back, you can go back and get it. That's what I use, and I upgraded it, or whatever. I'm having memory loss. I cannot remember how I used that damn thing.
I don't remember the game at all. Like
So
I remember melting people's brains, and that's about it.
Yeah, you played it like Slow-Mo played it. He hacked a lot for his. I did it occasionally. He did it
That's
often.
all I remember.
Yeah, I loved it, and I enjoyed the story, Danny. I don't know, I actually enjoyed it.
It was okay.
Well,
Like I wouldn't call it like awful. Like I've played some games with awful story,
yeah.
and I played some games that have such a bad story that the story rotates around to being like really fun and good, like Strangers of Paradise. But
yeah, I forgot that you could play
Alright.
that.
But, like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to criticize that game because I don't remember its story, which means it was mediocre, at least for me.
It maybe well, to be fair, were you playing other games at the same time?
No, usually when like if I was playing anything else at the same time, it was like Fortnite or Destiny when people were on.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, I was only playing that as the story.
Okay, so you weren't like you were
That's
playing.
usually how I do. I play
Yeah.
one story game and like one multiplayer game at a time.
Got you. So yeah, I was gonna say it's not like you were diluted based on story or
No,
narrative. Yeah,
definitely wasn't.
I got you. It's been a
I
minute.
played that game straight. I played that game straight for like 3 months, I think.
Lucius
as a
says
single-player game.
in the chat, you can respond to this. He says, "Stranger in Paradise was ass." Capital letters.
Oh,
He
Stranger in
said-
Paradise had one of the worst stories I've ever seen in a video game. So bad that I enjoyed it.
It was so bad. It was like one of those
you're just
cheesy B movies.
What's
huh?
he gonna say now? Like,
Yeah.
like oh my God,
where
he
could
just
this
put the
possibly
headphones in and
go?
he's just like listening to Limp Bizkit. What the fuck is happening?
What game is this?
Stranger's Paradise.
I figured I would get it. It's going to have to be dramatically cheap when I buy it, though. I'm not buying it until
Oh,
it's
Strangers.
like,
Yeah, it's a very fun hack and slash like looter ARPG.
Yeah.
It has a nonsense story based on a game that doesn't really have that much story.
Yeah,
In the first place, because it's related to Final Fantasy 1.
right.
Yeah, it's like sort of a remake of Final Fantasy 1, but not really. But
No.
sort of, but not really.
No, it's
It's
not
a spin-off
that.
of it or something.
No, to explain any further would be spoilers.
Oh,
for its
okay.
nonsense
Well,
story.
I'll
I don't
leave
think
it alone.
anyone
Just-
cares.
Yeah,
I'll be
it's
honest with you.
related
I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't think anybody cares.
All right, if you don't.
No,
because
because you know what? We don't have time for it. Because the Crusader, you can talk, and there's gonna be a minute, and
That's fair. That's fair.
and we've been dragging on this topic a bit. Actually, we need to move forward. But I will say, I think we can all agree, all of us, even the chat included, are excited for this expansion in The Witcher 3.
Yes. very.
So
Yeah, for sure.
and it's called
It
what's
is
the name of it
weird to
again?
me-
Song and what is it?
Song of the Past.
Song
or something?
of
Let me
the
see.
Song of the Past.
Songs of the Past. Yeah.
Songs of the Past.
It is
okay.
weird to me that they're announcing it now and it doesn't come out until next year. I think that's
It was
like to get in
supposed to be
front of
announced-
leaks or something.
It was supposed to be announced today.
Yeah, it got leaked, right?
As part of their showcase, as that was a celebration for the 10th anniversary of the second expansion.
Yeah.
That
They
makes sense, actually.
accidentally had all the key art in their launcher for the game.
Way to go, guys.
So they
First
had
time.
to announce it. It leaked a billion times, and the reason that they had to
Yeah.
actually announce it early was because they leaked it themselves.
Yeah,
That's
it is what it is. I mean, it was at least only a day later, and we already knew they were working on this. So
Yeah, with the information that they were making a DLC had leaked like
Yeah,
ages ago. So
we-
like it's
Yeah.
it ain't
yeah,
that big of a deal.
it is what it is.
And it kept leaking. It kept coming back. And more
Yeah.
people kept talking about it.
People, are you? It's like one of the highest bid on fucking things on Fantasy Critic. Like it is. It is not a secret.
Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. All love the CD Projekt Red. What else
It
do we
is.
have in the news?
Yeah.
What did he? Valve said, "Fuck you, give me more."
God.
They have raised the price of the Steam Decks.
Man.
And y'all know how everyone else has been raising the price like $50 or $100. Not them.
Uh-huh.
Hey, they said, check this shit out. Hold my beer. 1 terabyte OLED went from $650 to $950. It is now
300
I think,
more.
Like, it is 300 more. It's like as if not more expensive, I think, than the PS5 Pro, right? And
Oh yeah,
that's
it is,
crazy.
right? About the same. Well, you said 950, right? Yeah, it is.
950. Yeah,
It's more
'cause
expensive.
I forgot if the PS5 Pro is
850,
9 or
I think,
950.
right?
That's where I'm at.
Isn't the PS5
doesn't
Pro
it-
at 850? I think.
I remember thinking it's 9, but it could be more.
I'm
Or it could be
pretty sure
850.
it's
Maybe after tax, it might be
It-
about 9. Maybe.
I remember
No,
thinking that
I'm
like
pretty
if
sure
you
it's
get the
9.
stand,
I'm pretty sure it's $8.99 flat, isn't it?
Oh shit! Is it
You're-
that
it's-
much?
man, it's somewhere in there. It's
Thought so.
expensive. It's
What
fucking
the
stupid.
hell is going on in this world?
And then the 512 gigabyte went from 549 to 789. So also a pretty big jump there,
Ridiculous.
buddy.
Yeah, man, this has been met. You know, they used to have that meme where it showed, like, I'm sure you all have seen it, and it showed Microsoft, it showed Nintendo, and it showed Sony kind of like shooting themselves in the face while Steam was in the background looking
Yeah.
like, oh. They said, somebody was like, you got to update this now.
Yeah, for sure.
Now all of them shot themselves. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I mean, Valve went crazy. Like that's not shooting yourself in the face. That's like public execution. Like $300 is nuts.
That
dude.
is nuts.
Yeah.
By the way, so there's a lot of questions that arise because of this, right? Like, what is the Steam machine going to cost now? Right? I know we're in a Rampapocalypse era.
Do we
but,
still?
Yeah.
Do we still think it's coming out on time? Because I don't.
I mean,
It's
I
not
never thought it
coming
was
out.
coming
would have
out
been
on time.
out if it was out on it
well,
would be
but
out
like
right
from
now.
the
the
from
new
time that
the
they
new
corrected
timeline.
to.
I think it
Yeah.
might, but the more important part is how much is it going to cost? Because I imagine we were actually
Shit,
talking
is
about this the
also
other
gonna
day.
Be that price.
Yeah, like I can imagine it's going obviously it's going to be starting at 1,000 plus, right? Which
We
you-
love AI and data centers and how much it's making our lives better. Smile.
Listen, you know what's
you
crazy? You,
see-
know how I was at first kind of like, oh, I like the AI, and then I know you were like deathly against it. I see what you mean now. I'm seeing
Well,
more
you
of what you meant and how devastating it has been for like environments and people's like water.
Yeah.
I've
Did you
seen
see?
it.
I
It's-
forget
it's
who
awful.
it was.
It's
Somebody-
awful.
It might have been AOC or something, but somebody brought like a jar of
saw
water
that.
from some fucking place where a
Yeah.
data center was. I
Yep.
think it was
And it's
either
awful.
like Arizona or New Mexico. It was wherever that
Yeah,
what's his dick? The
that dude from Shark
guy.
Tank. Yeah,
Yeah, he like built some
Utah.
big ass fucking thing.
he's an asshole too, right?
What a dickhead.
This is Kevin O'Leary, I think his name, right? Yeah.
Something like that. But he built this big ass data center, and she's like, "Hey, how's your data center?" And it, by the way, it isn't working right now. And
Wow.
and she's like, "Cause here's the water," and it's like it looks like mud. It's
yeah,
like
it's ridiculous.
it's in
Also,
dirt.
too, it's
It's
like it's
awful.
causing disturbances in their echo environment in terms of
oh, 100%.
it's
Well,
causing like
raising-
shakes and stuff in the environment and stuff. Like they're shaking. land.
yeah, it's changing like water tables. It's raising temperatures locally. Like it's pretty rough. It's not good. And the biggest thing that's funny about it is I think in the last since we've had a podcast, there's been like 3 different major companies that are like, we're just gonna not do this anymore because it's not working. We're not making money.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
Hmm.
I think Microsoft was one of them actually.
Microsoft is limiting its employees' access to external AI that like they don't house internally because of the sheer cost that it is now incurring.
Yeah, they're like
because
this
of the yeah.
This is bad. Our
It's too
shareholders don't like it because it doesn't
Yep.
make money
Yeah.
and it costs a lot of money.
You know, if it
Which are the
doesn't
two
make
things
money,
that
it
they
doesn't
hate the
make
most.
sense. Argument, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not going great. I forget what the other companies were, but it was like 3 major tech companies over the last 3 weeks to a month were like,
Yeah.
hey, so we're gonna go back to just making things that work and make us money.
Yeah. Listen, just seeing how it's actually like real time stuff of how it's affecting the environment and people's, living. As far in terms
Just
of
electricity bills.
electricity bills, all that, and people actually being
Crazy.
they basically got Flint, Michigan, because of this. That's what
Yeah,
they
they're
got.
Flint, Michiganing the world, right?
Yeah. So like seeing that, I had to reconfigure my thought process. I'm like, I see what Crusader was saying now. Now you can see the actual
What I would like to have
fallout of this. Yeah. I mean, I would still like to get that DLSS5,
right.
but at what cost, right?
I would like to have drinking water.
Yeah, water matters
Hey,
more.
hey,
Yeah.
you can make whatever porn you want. That's great. I'm dehydrated.
Right, yeah. Yeah. But listen, I'm thirsty in 2 ways. But yeah.
Bro, I got Pornhub. I don't need this.
I didn't think that was gonna get you like that.
I was half paying attention, and then the gears started turning, and I'm like, wait, the fuck did he just
What
say?
did you say? What's going on?
I love when they get a delayed laugh like that.
God.
But yeah.
Gotta take a second to think about it.
Yeah.
What did he say?
What did he say? But yeah, this whole thing, man, it's pretty insane how it's working out. I think and the thing is like, I don't want to get too political, but this is very political. The thing is a lot of this is not going to get regulated until, and you know what I'm about to say, until there's a different regime change, and that's going to have to be the tree huggers that everybody calls them, the old Democrats. They're going to have to come in and regulate because Republicans don't believe in regulation, right?
No, they don't believe in global warming or like
They don't believe in any science.
personal
mostly.
hygiene.
You saying they out there just musty? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, there's reports that the president shits himself constantly. So
I actually saw a video. I gotta share with you later. Yeah.
But,
Yes. Anyway.
But we don't necessarily have to wait until 28 though, because the midterms this year, assuming that everyone gets out and votes against people who are, I can't say the word, but
Right.
child sex offenders.
We get it. Yeah.
Assuming that people votes against really bad people who do bad things for them, theoretically we can get more regulation pretty fast, depending on how big the change is. But that's still November.
There are that is also starting to break because like the money just isn't coming in anymore, and it's like, well, if the money's not coming in and you're doing things that are going to get me not elected if I don't do something about it, then I will like do something about it.
Yeah,
For sure.
Someone's
Yeah,
gonna have
like-
to give it a point, right? Yeah.
Like
When other bad people are telling you like, "Hey man, you went too far," that's crazy.
yeah.
When Tucker Carlson is like, "Hey man, I think we might have gone too far in some places."
I can hear him now. Hey, I mean, but do you think maybe we've perhaps gone too far?
What have we done?
What I mean, and why does he always? We got to move forward, but why does he always have that?
There you go.
Yep.
He
We
has
gotta
that. What's that dude named the Dreamcast guy? Why does he always have that Dreamcast guy face when he's talking to people? He looks confused. Have you noticed that?
Meth. It's from the meth.
Oh,
Thing.
no!
He has that same confused, like, huh? Like what? He every time I see the dude, he's making that face. I'm like, does he think that looks like makes him look like he's thinking hard or something? I don't know why he does that.
It's his calling card. He thinks it's his people's eyebrow.
Is that? Oh, that's what. And that laugh, you're not wrong, Soil Tech. That laugh is garbage. That that laugh. It's a very rich laugh, by the way. I know.
I was gonna say he laughs like a rich man who's never heard a joke.
He absolutely laughs like a rich, and he's very rich. His family is too, so it makes sense. It makes a perfect sense why his laugh sounds that way.
It's the only way that you become a politician on that side.
I know,
he's
right?
Not technically a politician, but
Yeah, well, he's aiming for it now. Anyway, look, let's get out of here because I know we're gonna.
we gotta go.
we gotta stop it. We gotta stop.
What are the topics we got before our main topics?
Yeah. Listen, Did we have more news roundup, or do we want to try to move into the main topic area?
I mean, we got like 4 weeks worth of shit here. Remember?
I know.
I got one more that'd be really fast that I think it'd be funny.
Okay.
They announced that Donkey Kong 64 is coming to NSO on the 10th anniversary of Harambe getting shot. Is that anything?
Oh.
Oh no!
Shout out to Harambe. You know what?
I didn't know that.
It's like
Listen,
to the day.
I have to say this because it's going to tie us right back to politics. I am still pissed at people who wrote in Harambe during that election cycle. It's like, why did you do that?
God.
People are they're unserious.
This all started 10 years ago too. Harambe died, and the
world has gotten worse.
Open.
Yeah.
Harambe was the last thing
Come back,
holding.
Harambe. We need you.
We need the spirit of the jungle back in the suit.
Right. Yeah. No, that's funny. Yeah,
It was just
funny.
It was like I was like, that's so random. Like it's cool because I don't think they've re-released that like most places because I think generally people didn't like that game.
Yeah.
I never played it, so I really don't have an opinion. But apparently, it's not very good.
You're talking about Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong 64, yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? In my mind, I'm thinking Donkey Kong on the Super Nintendo. You're right. Donkey Kong 64 was just
Donkey Kong,
okay.
the banana collecting one, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people I know don't like it. I've never touched it. I never owned an N64. The closest thing I have is NSO, which is getting it in, I think, pretty soon.
You're not missing anything.
Because the joke was that it was
Right.
being announced on Harambe's fucking funeral day.
Shout out to Harambe and DK. I mean, and listen, no, Donkey Kong 64 is kind of I mean, I've always loved the Super Nintendo Donkey Kongs personally, but yeah,
Right, yeah.
But shout out to Harambe.
Shout out Harambe.
That's crazy.
On this, the 10th anniversary, one last dicks out for Harambe, everybody.
Light your lighters up for her. But yeah, what else do we have, man?
I mean, let's see. Take-Two is threatening to buy more studios.
Oh no. Listen, they're gonna make so much money off. We
Buy
talked
Bungie,
about it.
please.
But here's the thing:
They're
will
gonna make
it
a
be
lot of money,
enough?
so I can see them doing it. The problem is, I fear for now because I used to be very gung ho about, man, yeah, Microsoft buy this, buy that, and now we see how that's fallen off, right? Yeah. So now I no longer think like that. So I would be afraid of them getting that because of layoffs.
Yeah, well, because look, Grand Theft Auto is going to come out, and no matter how well it does, it won't do well enough fast enough, and they're going to lay off a fuckload of people. It's going to be bad. It's going to it's supposed to come out in November, February, or something. Take-Two huge layoffs. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Like,
it comes out
put it on your
November.
calendar.
What is it? November 19th.
November 19th, assuming
yeah.
it comes out on time. Which I'll be honest with you, I'm still like 50-50 on.
Yeah, I mean, they've come out and reasserted that it's definitely coming out this year.
Yeah, they always do. They always do,
Yeah.
though, don't they?
until the time is until it's time.
I mean,
Huh?
Cyberpunk's social media told people that they were safe to take the day off for work.
Oh,
Yeah.
For it coming out, and then delayed it the next day.
Yeah,
The
it's-
literal next
just-
day.
They're just being really like tsundere about it. They're being like, it's definitely coming out on time, but also we're not going to send out review codes, and we're not ready to talk about how much it's going to cost, and we don't
Right.
like they won't tell us anything else, and we're not starting up marketing, and we don't have another trailer, all of this shit, but it's definitely going to come out on time. And we're like, yeah, okay, sure, buddy, sure, champ.
I imagine maybe next week for PlayStation Showcase because we're hearing they have a partnership with them, right? Maybe we'll see something.
Yeah, but
from
that's unconfirmed, and also I don't think a Grand Theft Auto is like, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think Grand Theft Auto has ever been shown anywhere.
They haven't. I just
I'm
thought about it.
expecting
You're right.
I'm expecting to see Pokemon news in the next month or so. Just like, here's a couple more Pokemon from the new generation.
Yeah.
But that's not going to be at like Summer Game Fest. Pokemon's not showing up on fucking Jeff Keighley's stage. That's not going to happen.
True.
It's not even going to show up at the Nintendo show. They always do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
They'll be like, here it is. It's out now. But
Yeah.
but
That's
you're
not
not
even showing
wrong.
up on a
Or they'll
direct.
like put out a Pokemon movie and they'll like leak 2 of them in the movie. They've done that a bunch.
Yeah.
But no, you're not wrong. They typically do showcase Grand Theft by itself outside of shows, so maybe that won't happen. But that would be something. That would be a crazy
I
gift for
wouldn't
Sony if they
expect
could. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect it. Also, like, frankly, getting a marketing deal with Grand Theft Auto, if you're PlayStation, is A, kind of pointless because you're already the de facto place that people are going to play that because it doesn't launch on PC. And B, really fucking expensive. Do they have money for
Yeah.
that? They're
I don't
burning
think
money.
they do. Yeah. You would
That's
think
an insane.
You
If
would
they
think
have
they
money for
don't.
that, I am going to beat someone to death.
I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be actually mad.
I'm gonna be really, really mad that Blue Point closed and gestures at Bungie.
Yeah.
What do you mean you have money
What
for
do you-
that?
What do you mean? Yeah. So like, but yeah, to get back to the actual story, like, yeah, I'm not super thrilled with the idea of Take-Two buying more stuff. I don't think that they're like a very well-run company because they're like, we do Rockstar and everything else like kind of just does whatever. Remember they bought Gearbox and just like no one noticed or cared, and I don't think that that's going well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going any differently than Gearbox existing under Embracer.
No, I actually do think I'm sure it's better than Embracer. I would take damn near anybody over Embracer.
Yeah, Embracer. Aren't they trying to offload now? Like they're trying to.
They are. Yeah, they're offloading some stuff.
They spun off their the one arm as a like they're independent on their own stock exchange.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, and they took like all the things that could probably make the most money and spun it off into a separate thing, and which is unfortunately basically means the rest of it's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they spun it off into an entity that they like own the most stock in, but that can be invested in, which makes that stock go up, which like inflates Embracer's effective value and their ability to like take out loans.
Yeah, it's just that billionaire shell game that we all love so much.
Yeah, well, it's for the health of that company, probably a good thing.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what they could do to make it worse, frankly, at this point.
So I don't want to backtrack too much, but I feel like we kind of glossed over the whole Steam Deck situation a little bit.
Oh, it's rough. It's crazy.
It's rough, real rough.
I only say that because
it's bad. It's a bad time.
There was a discussion that came out, with Asha Sharma talking with The Verge, and people were like, "Oh, is this going to happen? There's the Helix, blah blah blah." Now we know that it's still coming. They're dedicated. It seems to be. I had my doubts about Asha, but it seems to be that something happened where maybe they like reconsidered, and they are actively doing it, or that was always the plan, and I was just wrong, right? That they're really trying to turn Xbox around, and so I'm looking at the pricing for this. What do you all think the Helix will cost?
A lot. a lot of money.
I think it'll be pretty comparable because I think so Asha came out today or maybe yesterday and was like, she didn't literally come out with it. I think it was like some internal thing, but being like, hey, there's so much, there's going to be some hard choices coming up, and I think that the hard choices that she's talking about, I think one of the biggest ones is pricing that fucker. And I think she understands that like the best thing that they can do is come out cheaper than their competition, which is really just PS6. So they have to come out at a price that PlayStation can't match.
Yeah.
Like that's just the scenario that they're in, that they find themselves in being so dunked on lately. Like they're just gonna have to make that work, and that's
I mean, it's been some consternation about the day one thing and Game Pass and
they're definitely going back. I saw another take from somebody online today that was like, I don't know, like they're in a bad place. I don't know if they can do exclusives. No, they're definitely doing exclusives. Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
You can not put a game out on PlayStation, and then if it doesn't work, put it out on PlayStation. But if you put it out on PlayStation, you can't unput it out on PlayStation.
You can't recork it back, basically. But yeah. So you think that? So you did, in your mind, do you believe that they would close or at least shutter Game Pass itself for exclusivity?
No.
Or would they keep both?
That was another part of that same interview or whatever it was, where they were like, hey, because we changed the price, like the problem that we were having with Game Pass has started to correct itself. Like we're doing better now.
They outright she outright was like explicitly that they were hemorrhaging customers before and now they're growing again.
Yeah, I think lowering the price and taking out Call of Duty is pretty much all they need to do. Like there's some futzing around with the what's in what tier and like maybe making a family plan. I know some people are asking for that. Like there's some things in there that they can do and probably should do to make it better. Mm-hmm. But right now I think they're back at a place where it's like, this is a good deal. Like this is a good thing to have.
Okay. Yeah, that's like some of my thoughts on that were aimed at that. I just wonder like where would they go with this right here? By the way, I was corrected in the chat. Apparently, it wasn't The Verge she interviewed with. Michael's saying I don't know who they interviewed with or who she interviewed with, but The Verge is the one like everyone is sharing around the, I guess, Tom Warren posted, I guess, of the interview she had maybe with someone. So, yeah, if it's not The Verge, my bad about that.
Yeah, well, and plus, I think that guy that they brought in, I forget his name, but everyone was like super stoked that he
Michael
was coming
Ball,
over.
I think, Matthew Ball.
I'm pretty sure that one of the things he's been saying online prior to being hired was like that they should probably do exclusives again. So I do think he's probably pushing for that. And you know Matt Booty's doing it.
Oh, yeah.
You know Matt Booty wants to
Matt
outspend
Booty
the fucking
doing it.
competition.
You don't got to ask what the booty's going to say. You know. You know where the booty going.
Yeah. He said there was no interview. It was a
You
memo.
can see that booty from the front. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, hell no. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to hit you with one of these real quick. Hold on.
What your ass say?
I'm just saying. But am I wrong, though?
Listen. So yeah, So it wasn't. It was a memo, internal memo. That
Okay.
Was,
There was some, I literally only saw the breakdowns, so I didn't see like the interview
But
or
I mean,
memo or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot much ado about that whole thing. I'm just wondering, price wise, where does these things land next gen?
Oh, expensive. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
man.
If it comes out next year, which I think it will, I do think there'll be 2 SKUs. I think that there will be an expensive one and a less expensive one.
Yeah.
And I think the less expensive one's going to be like still $600.
I think it'll be more than 6.
Well, it depends on what it is. Because I think if it's like a Series S, I think it's like 6. And then I think that the big boy, I think that that's like 9, because I do think that they're gonna subsidize it a little bit.
Yeah,
not a ton.
They
but a little
also, we have to remember that Microsoft is in this weird situation where they can get PC components via their purchases for their data centers, and they can divert a little bit of that to other ventures, especially if they are nervous on the
AI situation.
Like if they feel internally that they need to shift a little bit from the AI stuff, even if it's only like 5% that they're shifting, right? That's enough to supply Xbox, and so they can get it at a better rate than most other people can.
I see.
They don't just have to subsidize it; they actually have the ability to get it in the first place.
Got you.
Right. Well, and you have to imagine that they're probably already doing that, because we talked forever ago at this point, but like their shareholders devalued the company like, what was it, like almost $500 billion or some shit. Like it was a lot of money. It was, I don't remember the number. Excuse me, but it was a lot. Specifically saying like, hey, this AI shit is not giving us money. There has been no return on investment on this shit.
Right.
So if their investors, their shareholders, the only people that companies listen to are saying that, then they're probably going to be slowing down a little bit on building those data centers.
Yeah.
And like some of the data centers may not get built, not because they don't even want to, but because there are townships and things that are saying, no, you can't build this here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, because of the water draw. It's the same thing, not to bring it back to politics, but it's the same thing for some of these ice detainment facilities. They're like, there's not enough water in the city for a prison or a data center.
Microsoft, who may have already pre-purchased a lot of these a lot of the commitments to buy the RAM, maybe stuck with a lot of it too.
Just slap that shit in the helix.
Because those devices aren't coming out until next year, there's a lot of no idea, right? Chinese RAM could be flooding the market by this time next year.
For all we know.
Like for all we know, we like this. It's really, really, really hard to predict exactly where this is going to be. And like I said, Microsoft's got the line in. It's going to be more expensive than we want it to be by a lot, but like they have the ability to sell it at a cheaper rate if they want to go that route without even having to subsidize it as much as their competition.
Yeah. So I do know we have to move it up a bit because it's getting direly close to the time.
Because it's 9 o'clock and we haven't talked about any of the three things on the thumbnail?
Pretty much. I'm going to speed read through a few of these things just to put them out there. So 007 First Light reviews came in, and it's Metacritic 88 and an Open Critic of 90. I highly
shout out my
recommend it.
fantasy critic team. Shout out my fantasy critic team. Didn't get that one, unfortunately.
What-
Mina the
what-
Hollower got like a 90 fucking 3 though.
What did you
Hell
all
yeah,
put that
baby.
at on there? I wonder what did you think it was going to get, like a 70 or something?
Oh well, you don't have to predict what it's gonna get. You just draft it. But
Oh.
somebody else drafted 007 like first round, and they were right too. I think it was.
Got you. Okay. And the new contender for Game of the Year, possibly. A little indie darling, I guess. Well, not indie, not quite indie, but you get it.
Not even really a darling. It's from the Shovel Knight people.
It's from the Shovel
Well,
Knight folks.
I would still call it indie. To be fair, if Dave
Oh,
the
it's
Diver's
indie.
fucking
I wouldn't
indie.
call it an indie
Oh,
darling.
Okay.
It's like enfranchised indie.
Yeah, we know what this is.
We knew
You're
they were
right,
going to
you're right.
release a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I drafted it because we knew
Yeah.
in January. We were like, okay.
You already saw. It was foretold. But Mina the Howler, the game has a Metacritic of 93 and OpenCritic of 93. So that's the highest rated game of the year now. Apparently, Forza
And guess whose
Horizon
team she's
2
on?
went down 1 point for some goofy who rated it. So it went from a 92 and it went down to. Is it Howler? I said Howler. It's Hollower.
It's hollower.
Hollower,
like,
sorry.
Like to dig something out.
It went down 1 point. The Forza Horizon 2, so it's at a 91 open and meta, instead of a 92.
Which I'm offended by because that was also on my fantasy critic team. Just while we're on the topic.
I just dislike it because I think it's better than 5, and now it's technically 1 point lower. Anyway, they also mentioned there was a Dragon Quest 12.
Got a new name.
Flames of Fate. Yeah, it's restarted development. It looks pretty good too, but we'll have to show
really
that
liked
another
11.
time.
I haven't played much of that series, but I really liked 11. I think that's a good ass game.
Nice.
So I'm excited for it.
We'll close it with Destiny talk because I'm gonna let you coast on that. But
absolutely. Let me go until you just shut the
but let me throw these.
He's gonna pop if he doesn't talk.
Literally cut it off on me.
Before you
Those
do
are
that,
better.
I do want to highlight
We're gonna
this.
play him off like the Oscars.
No, not like The Sopranos.
Oh my god.
Mid-scene.
Before you
Phase
do that, let me highlight. I guess we'll get through them quicker than anything. But I do want to. I don't know how big I can make this on the screen, but I do want to highlight.
What's the Forza gameplay up?
No, well, that I do want to highlight too, but this will be for Modern Warfare. Let me put that out there. Hold on. I didn't resize this thing. My goodness.
Are we excited for this?
Relatively. I've never been the
For
biggest. Yeah, I've never been the biggest
I don't-
COD fan, so it's kind of,
I don't have opinions.
yeah.
The fact that it looks like the second team you play as is a Korean team, that does have me a little bit more interested because
They
it's
are
not
Korean.
just like
Yeah.
rah America, which is what a lot of Call of Duties are. So this one being like, we're gonna look at it from a different angle also is like probably a good idea.
I like that. Yeah, and it seems to be, like I said, more grounded in terms of something that could actually happen with North Korea invading and stuff like that. So I like where they headed with that. I'm interested in seeing it. I actually may get involved in this campaign. It's no luck with me getting involved in this multiplayer, though. I can't get jiggy with it, unfortunately. But it looks good. It's getting a lot of great feedback. Also, too, it's a lot of different changes that they have happening. Let me read a few of these as this is playing. Give me 1 second.
I don't have the
I have
education
no
to
idea
know
what you're going to be talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I was reading some of it was like, oh, you can slide cancel into ADS, and I was like, that's great. Could you not do that before? Could you? I don't know.
No, they stopped that for a while.
Yeah, they
I was like,
changed
I
a
don't
few
know.
things. Yeah. So some of the changes, they're getting rid of the Omni movement, which I know some people complained about, some liked it, etc. It is what it is. They said that Modern Warfare can be different from Black Ops. Like you said, they have the slide canceling, which is you can slide to ADS. They got tack sprint now, but realistic, as you can see your character lose stamina. Supine slide. You can dive into a backwards prone position. Mantling keeps guns up. You get the ledge hang. Operator reacts to environment. Your weapon angles as you approach walls, so you get to aim around the wall. That's pretty cool. Oh, this looks good, though. I got to say. Look at the cinematics on this thing. You can climb up on poles, jump from ladders to windows, and more. So you're going to be very athletic in this one. That's pretty cool. And, yeah, the campaign they're saying is a return to form. It's darker and more dangerous than before. You play through a new perspectives as a squad of South Korean grunts. Faces war against their will amidst a full-scale invasion. Operator turned outlaw John Price is forced to face the consequences of his actions. By the way, they have this bearded man here that looks like Risky for the Biscuit. Not going to lie, he looks almost exactly like him, maybe a little slimmer in the face. He has the same beard and all.
Are you talking about Price?
Is that Price? That might be Price. It's been a long time since I've played the Modern Warfare, like 2 or 1. I forgot which one he was in.
You got Price, you got Ghost, and you got 2 guys I don't recognize.
Yeah. Wait a minute, that's not him.
Gaz.
I don't think that's him. I'll just show you the image.
I don't like the reboot franchise nearly as much as the original. So
let me find the image. I want y'all to see this because he looks a lot like him, in my opinion.
I can tell you.
Put up a picture.
Yeah. I swear he does.
I can tell you that I will be playing this game, but I can also tell you I won't be playing this game until holiday of 27.
You say until holiday of 27?
I'm not playing it until it hits Game Pass because I don't buy Call of Duty games. I haven't bought a Call of Duty.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
I have bought a single Call of Duty game since Ghosts, and I did not buy it at launch. I bought it way after launch. I bought Black Ops 3 like a year and a half ago to play zombies with someone.
Yeah, zombies is actually, by the way, pretty fun. I feel you. I do. Trust me. I'm with you on that.
I don't.
I'm the same.
Like,
it doesn't
it'll
really
be
do
a
anything for me.
fun campaign for me to play in an afternoon in like a year and a half.
Yeah. Let me. How do I move this thing properly? There it is. Hold on. Almost got it. Give me 1 second. I'm resizing this stupid image properly to the screen. That's good. There he is. Good day, mates. It's all risk it for the biscuit. I don't know. I know his voice doesn't sound quite like that, but yeah. Close enough.
Spot on. Yeah,
it looks like him. Anywho, yeah, so that's happening there with Modern Warfare 4. Loving the new angle they're going story-wise with it. Gray, I sound like an honorary Australian. You know it, and I know it, Gray. Just admit it. It's okay. It's okay. You can admit this. A Yank, as you all would say, a Yank is doing you guys' voices properly.
You're doing what? You're yanking?
Yeah, I'm yanking the chain.
What's happening?
Listen, I could have gone very stereotypical. I could have been like, give me some Vegemite or something. I could have done that, Gray. But I decided not to. You should be thankful. I don't know. Like, what can I tell you?
All I know about Australia is Victoria Bitter, and I don't know if that's helping or hurting.
Listen, all I know about Australia is they got all these damn wildlife animals out there that I don't want to get me, and so I won't be visiting anytime soon. Listen, so that we'll have to go into Modern Warfare 4 another time because we are in a bit of a rush. So I do want to highlight it. But also
we'll get some gameplay of reveal of it pretty soon. I'm sure, so we'll talk about it
next week. I'm pretty certain that some of the showcase are going to show well at Microsoft's. In fact,
do we want to talk about the PlayStation one? Because the PlayStation one will be done before we go next.
Oh, that's the second. That's right.
It's on the second.
Yeah. So we will actually be able to cover PlayStation next week. Actually, it's yeah. Gray said I'm not allowed over there. Dang, Gray.
The spiders are looking for you.
I bet they are. Where is he?
If he sets one toe on this hollowed soil, you bite his ass.
Yeah, right. So, listen, I don't want anything to do with them, and vice versa.
The sharks are like, he won't.
Right.
He won't get that far.
I do want to highlight this because I thought this was hilarious. which was how funny the virality of Forza Horizon 6 has become, where, hold on, let me put this right. The virality, let me get that right there. It's about right. All right, here we go. Yeah, the virality of Forza Horizon 6, where you got this Bowie Knight, what's his name? Bowie Knife 99 has dominated the social media. It's how popular Forza Horizon has been.
Is that just some random person's drivatar?
I believe it's somebody that works on a game. It's one of theirs, I believe.
Okay.
I just assumed it was an NPC that they put in for hard mode. Like, I just assumed it wasn't a real guy.
So the drivatars are usually like named people on Xbox Live that it's like pulling the way that they play.
Yeah,
no, I know.
It's like one of Forza's big things.
I've been whipping Umbra's athlete left, right, and center. So,
so what I think they do is that they base the drivatar based off how we play. So it's a conglomeration of how we play our drivatar feedback, and they make that AI more aggressive because of it. That's what I'm hearing. So it's actually pretty funny. But I do believe it's a dev's drivatar. I'm pretty certain of that. He's been in past games as well.
Trying to pull the pit maneuver on everybody in the race.
Yeah. I love it,
That's
man.
the game. That's the game to me.
I love it. I love it. So you got this one here with Halo from the official Halo account. It was like, what is it? More brutes? No. Bowie Knife 99 flying in.
That's so funny.
He's like, worse.
That's so funny.
Then we also had this from World of Warcraft, and it's like Bowie Knife 99, what is that? Driver reveal, and then cortisol from Xbox. Hi, Bowie Knife 99. And they say this is how Bowie Knife looks.
That's so funny.
Which you all remember, obviously, one of the most hilarious South Park episodes about World of Warcraft. That was funny, too. And then you had this one, which was Ace Attorney. And it's for those of you wondering why I haven't been posting lately. And you got our boy Phoenix Wright staring off into Bowie Knife about to run him over. I thought that was funny. And then you have here with Assassin's Creed for the resynced for Black. Let us know if you need help with Bowie Knife 99, your Bowie Knife 99 problem. And you got the Forza Horizon team responding and Xbox. So I'm loving seeing all that. I say all that to say the virality of all this has made me think, and I asked this question to the guys on the K Asante's and Everborn's Discord, is how well should Microsoft, how I would love for them to kind of, I would say organically, but it's going to be inorganic. This has been organic here, but it's going to be an inorganic thing if they can get these streamers and such to kind of push their game, so to speak, right? And I'm not saying it to be fake, but just as a marketing thing, I've noticed this has been crazy in the zeitgeist, and many games have taken off because of this, right? We had Arc Raiders sold over 10 million copies now, 14 I think it was, and that was a major thing these streamers pushed, right? A lot of casuals got involved. It took off. You have it in so many other games. I could probably, if I think about it, Crimson Desert being another one.
Are you describing modern publisher-influencer relations? That's
something
all
like
I'm hearing
that.
You describe.
More or less, but I only say that because there was a big discussion.
Are we suggesting that Microsoft should do what every studio is doing?
Pretty
Microsoft
much.
Needs more friend slop.
Yeah.
Do it.
But the reason I say it though is because in my mind, I feel like there was a discussion. I don't know if you all saw it on Gas. Shout out to Gas, shout out to Funds, and shout out to Zalker. They had a very strong discussion this past week, and they were talking about the platform of Microsoft and Xbox, whatever, and how a lot of people discount their games, right? And Zalker, to me, made a great point. He was pointing out that it's not so much their games, because they've been putting out great games. They have. I think we can all agree. This being the highest rated game they put out in a while, Forza Horizon 6, right? But in general, they've been putting out 80-plus meta games. Microsoft has been doing well, but they're not getting that necessary credit that they should get from like gamers in general because they have a perception issue, right? So people kind of look at Microsoft and think, oh, they're terrible. It's Xbox. Xbox is not Sony. PlayStation is better, right? Just off default. So I looked at this and I saw this virality, and I'm wondering on this whole influencer thing. I know that I know I'm arguing something that they all do. I would want them to push that more when it comes to some of their titles to get it out there and kind of influence this more when it comes to virality. Like some of these titles get slept on. Like I look at South of Midnight, it's collecting awards left and right, but was kind of slept on.
You're describing the coldest take I think I've ever heard you describe.
That's crazy.
What do you
but
say?
Yeah, it's what people have been saying for years, is that Microsoft needs to fix its public image by actually doing something to fix its public image.
Yeah. Well, I also don't think in terms of the specifically partnering with streamers, I don't think PlayStation's really done much of that either. It's not like
they hand out codes 3 weeks in advance to literally everyone and their mother.
Yeah, but I mean, Xbox is giving out codes a lot too. They're giving people on YouTube with 10,000 subscribers a code, and that's
less than that sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all you gotta do is ask.
Only for their first party though. They've had this problem where you can't
what else can they give
copies
away?
of third-party games. They won't generate.
Can Xbox be like, here's Yakuza?
Well, no.
I guess they
so
could,
for example, no one could get an Xbox copy of of 007.
What? I got mine.
Digital Foundry had to just not do coverage of the Xbox version of it for the first video because they couldn't get a code. And it's been a massive. It's been a massive problem with companies being able to get Xbox review codes from Xbox for third-party stuff. For companies to even get them generated.
Well, I don't think
it's
those
been a
codes...
massive problem that's been covered several times in the industry.
Well, but those codes don't usually come from Xbox. They come from the
they do.
The
they
publisher.
have to be generated by Xbox ahead of time in cooperation with the publisher, and Xbox has been doing it in cooperation with the publishers.
It's probably the publishers
it is
who
an
aren't
Xbox
doing
problem.
Well, it's definitely their problem, but I think it's the publishers who aren't doing it.
No.
Because from what I understand, most of the time, these reviewers aren't even fucking asking for an Xbox code. The overwhelming majority of the time.
I know multiple people who have said that they cannot get Xbox codes because, and when they asked the publisher, they said it's because of, Xbox not generating them for them ahead of launch.
That's crazy.
This has been a story that has gone on, and it's been covered by multiple people in the industry in the last 6 months. It's one of the biggest things that reviewers have been asking Xbox to change because it's you can't get the review code if you wanted it.
Yeah, well, that sucks. But
that's crazy.
That aside, though, and I'm sure, like you say, it's a cold take, but in marketing, we know they failed at when it comes to this. But that's what I'm saying. I hope marketing-wise, they can kind of, with Asha here in charge, and it seems like she's kind of writing some things. One of them would be for me to kind of get some of their smaller titles a bigger push in terms of how, from these influencers and stuff like that, to try to catch that lightning in a bottle, so artificially, right? And because, like I said, this was very organic for Forza, and it is a great game, but they have other great games they've put out that their perception issue, because of the brand perception, don't get the credit or don't get a look by so many people. You know what I mean? So, and they undersell because of it. So I'm just kind of wondering what they can do to get around that. That was my thinking. But anyway, that said, let's move to the final topic, which let you take away, Crusader, which is about Destiny 2. And I titled it Destiny Deferred. Shout out to Kay Asante. We know what happened with them.
Means.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if that word's being used properly, but I don't know if
it should be, right? Yeah, deferred.
Deferred means that, are we talking about how, we're getting a deferred tax write-off because of it? Or is it just pushing something off unto later?
Well, deferred.
This isn't that. This is pushing it into the.
This is pushing it into its grave.
Well, you can't say until later because it's technically something that's postponed or withheld, right? So, but my thinking is it might be
with cancer.
But my thinking, my thinking is this might be postponed because that's what I was saying earlier. I feel like with the resurgence of fans stepping up, yo, we want a 3.
There is a not. If that's what you're going for, yeah, then you're not totally wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll let you take it away, and maybe you can kind of dress it up what the situation is as well. And I got to actually step away for 1 second, so I'll let you guys cook while I'll be right back.
All good. So to give some initial coverage, we have been waiting.
Grandpa's gone. We can talk about whatever we want. Sorry, go on.
That's not true. I'm not fully
gone.
No.
He doesn't gone. He was just deferred.
We have been waiting like 6-ish months for a roadmap that they promised us. Maybe even longer than that. Maybe like 9 months for a roadmap of like what was going to be coming in the game. Because they promised us when the first expansion of the past year in Destiny, Edge of Fate, came out. They promised us a roadmap within 3 months of like the general updates that we'd be getting, like when major updates would be coming out, when minor updates would be coming out, things like that. And it just never came. And we kept asking, and like finally they were like, "Oh, you're gonna get new information on Destiny real soon here." And then we were like, "Oh, it's finally the week where it like kind of has to happen." And then they just released a blog post. And in the blog post, they outlined a ton of great stuff that they said they were doing in the game. But they were also like, yeah, the game's ending here too, and bye-bye. And they made it seem like that they were moving forward in the studio to make some new things, both in Destiny and outside of it. Then we got a news article from Jason Schreier. And Jason Schreier's like, yeah, there is no Destiny 3 greenlit at the studio. In fact, there's no other projects besides the ongoing content for Marathon greenlit at the studio, and we're expecting massive they're reporting massive layoffs are going to happen, but they don't know when, right?
Right.
And this kind of caused the entire Destiny community to schizo post and paint Sony as a villain, as they rightfully should.
Yeah, fuck him.
Jason has later reported that basically it's all come down to money, that like Sony doesn't want to greenlight anything at the studio because of cost.
Well, how are they supposed to make money? They don't make games.
How are you? Yeah, because like people like and I've heard a lot of absolutely mouth breather, brain dead takes on the internet where it's like they already spent $3.6 billion. Like, what, they're supposed to give them more money? And I'm like, well, they paid the owners of the company $3.6 billion for the right to own it. That means that they inherit all of the costs and like profits of the company, but they inherit all the costs. Like, of course they're gonna have to spend more money. Like, it's like saying that like when they bought Insomniac, that like they'd never have to spend another dime on like Insomniac developing games. Dumbest thing I've actually heard mouth breathers even attempt to say.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's so dumb, and you know. I can understand not necessarily wanting to greenlight a Destiny 3, but they have nothing greenlit. And somehow they're like in their last investors call when they wrote them down for an additional $500 million for a total of write down of $700 million, making them an asset valued at $2.9 billion internally. They said that they weren't expecting to write them down further.
Well, no, because that's the price that they can strip all the copper out of the building and sell it for.
It's insane, because it's like, how can you value this asset at $2.9 billion when it has a single active IP on the market that's not that popular, and you're killing the IP that actually made it worth the vast majority of what you paid them for?
Well, but don't forget, the reason that they thought it was worth that price is because of how great Bungie would be at helping all their other live service projects that they're definitely still doing.
And it's insanity. But we moved further into the week, and you know, we've all been like schizo posting. Lucky, who is he's been one of the longest running Destiny creators, started a change.org petition to get Sony to reconsider a Destiny 3. It's not, and like things like that, they're not really gonna ever change anyone's mind, but like it does, you know,
feels better.
One of the little things that we can actually do that make us feel like we actually at least tried something as a community to not let the thing that we care about go away. So like that happened. Basically everyone, like, as people started to move past the fact that it was closing and actually read that article, that initial article, we're like, holy shit, this actually sounds really good. They're going to upgrade all the destinations. Every raid that's in the game is going to be enhanced. Every activity in the game is going to be enhanced. Every dungeon in the game is going to be enhanced. We're getting a ton more like stuff to do with the Moments of Triumph. They're bringing back Sparrow Racing from Destiny 1 with all of its original maps.
Are they gonna make it so that the vaulted like original content from the actual start of the game is playable again?
They are not, at least as of right now.
They should do that.
Well, so sections of it are. Sections of it. In fact, they've been, over the past year, they have been bringing back a ton of the seasonal content and like putting it in the game generically in what they call the portal, which the portal itself, the way they structured the portal, is what ruined the game over the past year. It's
good.
just not fun. That's another thing. In this next update, they are basically turning the portal into what it should have been, a quick access, easy way to find all of the activities in the game without having to know exactly where they are on X, Y, or Z planet. Instead of it making it the default thing that you go into that like was really confusing to navigate suddenly after 12 years of the franchise operating a completely different way. And they're readjusting leveling so it's more back towards what it was instead of everything being through the portal and like the grind being an atrocious just go into this solo thing and run it over and over again for the next 40 hours. Yeah, that sounds awful. That like the reason Destiny is down this year was some really, really bad decisions that came with the Edge of Fate expansion. That they are like almost completely undoing, and the good parts that like the like parts that were worth salvaging, they are salvaging in the best way. And so once people started to realize that the update that was coming was really good, it really became like, wait, why the fuck is this not being like? Why are we not talking about this more? Like, why was it not
or something?
Why was it not an effort to like on Bungie's part to actually really fix the new player experience with all of this stuff that they're doing? Because you could have like rebranded the game. And Paul Tazzi, who has been doing some investigative work behind the scene, basically on like when it comes to Bungie, he can report on Bungie in the way that Jason Schreier can report on literally any company in the industry, right? Because he's been covering this game for that long. He has enough. He has so many contacts inside the studio, and he was able to confirm that at one point that they tried to pitch what they called Destiny Infinity to Bungie. And Destiny Infinity was supposed to be literally, it was like a code name. Like I don't think they were actually going to call it quote Infinity, but
Sure,
it was
probably
supposed to be a like soft reboot of Destiny 2, and like the pitch was let's rebrand it under like Sony management, that like Sony's coming in and fixing like the management problems we had, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to restructure a lot of the back end code behind the scenes. We're going to fix the new player experience. We're going to bring back a ton of the we're going to continue to bring back a ton of the content because they already started doing that. And we're basically going to like, instead of calling it Destiny 2, we're just going to call it Destiny something, like not numbered, and just let it be a soft restart to the game, but it still has all of that content. And like all of that content, as of we learned today, is getting an extreme makeover for the final update. And so like everyone today is now schizo posting that like,
I don't know
why
what that
are
means.
we not actually trying to soft reboot it? You're 80% of the way there. Like, you
Okay.
need to change the name. You need to, like, you don't need to unvault, like, the entirety of the Red War. You can, like, unvault the key missions, whip up a few, like, cutscenes to cover some of the generic bad missions that were, like, kind of filler missions, and call it a day and create a, like, just fresh new game experience. Like, you're almost there. And like at this point, most of us are just like, listen, if like they come out shortly after the 9th because of like the there is going to be a player resurgence. There are going to be like at least 100,000 concurrents on Steam. I can guarantee that. Like we're gonna break some player records that haven't been broken in that franchise for 2 or 3 years. And like we're like, listen, you've announced that this is ending and stuff like that, but you haven't actually ended it yet. You haven't laid the people off yet. They have the chance to do like what they did with the Division, where the Division 2 came back a little bit after. It was like a year or two after its end of service, and they started making new content for it again because the players didn't leave. You could do like what Microsoft did with Tango, where they closed Tango, but there was such a public outcry that like people came and they were who bought them? It was the
Crafton.
Like Crafton. They ended up selling the Crafton and turning the studio back on, and it was like it wasn't like a complete PR win, but it was like a little bit of a PR win. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we're not actually going to close this because like too many people care about it, right?
Right.
They have the chance to just not do what they're doing and like give it a shot.
Yeah.
Right? Because I can't imagine that it's more cost effective to shutter them than to put the game into we're not gonna develop as much content for it as we were, but let's put it into like a semi maintenance window. Try and get some stuff fixed up behind the scenes. Try and add a bit more of the stuff that was vaulted and stuff into the game to see if we can't rebuild the reputation. And we can either like gradually phase it out instead of just like suddenly like 2 weeks after the announcement. We can try to gradually do it. Or if we can actually get the image rebranded and keep enough people, let's keep going. Like, it's insanity. And it's not just a financial nightmare with like completely devaluing Bungie. This is the first, or how do I say this right? MMOs and live service games that are actually popular and successful do not shut down very often. And when they do, it's almost always because there's a sequel.
Star Wars: The Old Republic still exists.
Right, Star Wars: The Old Republic.
You can
World
still
of
play.
Warcraft. How many years has World of Warcraft been going?
Oh my god, since like 2004.
And then that game's so popular that they have a classic version of it going at the same time, right?
Pretty good.
It is not common that a popular live service game shuts down unless it has a sequel or a replacement from the company. And Marathon's no replacement. It is a completely different genre of game.
Right, and is apparently also like not doing great. So
yeah, but we have this situation where they're shutting down a long-running games as a service game that was not just it's not just a piece of entertainment like a normal game, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a social space. It's like a club for people, right? There are people that have met their loved ones on here. There are people that have made countless friends on here that they wouldn't have made otherwise. There are many people that I have made friends with and have met in real life that I would not have actually met because I met with them in like a random game and kept playing with them. It's like if you shuttered a club, but that club serviced millions of people, literally millions of people. Destiny has had 72 million distinct accounts log into it in its lifetime. Even if we say that a third of those were cheater accounts, which it's not, but let's say a third of them were cheater accounts, that's still a double-digit million number, right? Like, insanity. And there is a reputational harm. Because there's a reason people aren't letting this go, and it's because for them, it's like a second home almost.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I don't know if I'd be on this podcast if it wasn't for. In fact, I can almost guarantee I wouldn't be on this podcast if it wasn't for Destiny. I created my Twitter account to talk about Destiny online. That was what I originally did on my Twitter account. was and not just yell. It was to genuinely talk about the game and have fun with other people online. Like earlier on the show, Avery spoke in chat. He is someone who very early on in Destiny 2, I met on Twitter and we've just have conversations about Destiny and have done that for years and years and years. There's a generational harm to both Bungie and Sony's public relations in closing this, because I guarantee to you the millions of Destiny players who are pissed off about this aren't going to shut up overnight. This is not like hearing that like we're not going to get a Dead Space 2. This is not going to go away. And it's not like closing down Babylon's Fall or like what's another failed games as a service game?
Concord.
Yeah, Concord, right? It's not like closing that down because those games never had a fan base that cherished it for over a decade and are not getting a replacement home, right? this is not gonna go away. And it's like, I started playing Destiny in high school after I got very ill and had to repeat a year of high school. I got very, very sick, and I was not in a very good place mentally. Like, we're lucky that there's a timeline where I'm not here, literally not here.
Oh my god.
And that's it's scary to think about. But I learned how to make friends again in part because of the franchise, and it helped me with because I had to repeat a year. I had to watch my friends graduate in high school and leave in a time when I would have been graduating with them and leaving too and going off to my next adventure, but I was left behind. And Destiny gave me a home where I could still talk to those people, and I met new people to the point where I didn't just become like happier and get out of that funk, but I love that franchise so much that I will hop in and like carry random people who don't think they can beat content through content single-handedly. Like, I'll go in and teach. I'll go on the Xbox LFG and I'll just teach people all the time. And I do it for the love of the game. I do it because I love the game so much, and it makes me happy to play with other people. To the point where when I first started playing the game, I was in a horrible, depressed mental state. And now I go into the game as a form of like catharsis to actually just like, if I've had a bad day, I go in to feel better because that's what the environment makes me feel now. It makes me feel great joy to go in. I mean, now sometimes I'm screaming at goddamn PvP and I want to snap someone's neck, but like that's in the gamer kind of way. Like I'm having a good time, and it's really sad, and like that's where a lot of the community is coming from. It's like, we don't want to see the game go, but now we're all kind of schizo posting because today, after Paul Tazzi did that thing about Destiny Infinity, they released the first like big detailed thing of like what it's gonna entail, and it's even more in depth than like we thought it was from their initial article. And we're gonna get like 5 or 6 more articles before it launches. Like, they haven't detailed how raids and things like that are going to like loot is gonna work in them. They just detailed the most basic activities in the game, which is patrol, where you just like load into a planet and just like fuck around, and like that seems like it's going to actually even be incredible. Like, every planet's getting its own unique loot pool. Every planet's getting armor with a unique set bonus. There's going to be these things called distortions that are going to come in and make like everything harder to play and have like unique activities and have like it's just, we're like, where was this, Bungie 6 months ago? And
where y'all been?
How can any executive above them in Bungie and in and at Sony not understand how the community was going to react to this? Because this is everything that we've ever dreamed of. I said it on Twitter today that this is the game that I always dreamed it could be. Like, everything they are detailing, like every weapon that they're reprising is going to have what's called a hollow foil, which is the equivalent of a shiny magic card, right? That like you have like a 1 in 100 chance of getting a like one that has like a unique visual appearance to it. This is just super rare. And like, these are the kind of hunts we've been begging for. And it's going to be all throughout the game. And we're just like, okay, yesterday we were thinking that there's like no chance in hell. We're going to do everything we can as like almost like a nice gesture, as like to each other in the community one last time. Now we're all kind of like, no, we want someone to fucking listen and be like, hey, take another shot at this. And we're going to prove it to you, because we're going to show up. We're probably going to stay, because holy shit, does this look like it's going to be fun. Because everything in the damn game is going to be playable. And there's so much in the game. So it's just, we've every emotion that could be felt is being felt right now by the community. And what's crazy is like, it actually is going to be a good time if it really is the end, and like it's definitively the end. This is still a great time to pick up the game. If you know anyone who can get you through the first 2 hours of the game and can explain some basic concepts to you, they're going to have everything bundled together in a single purchase. Every piece of playable content will be bundled together in a single purchase. And it's like, if you've ever thought that you wanted to pick Destiny up, but you were afraid of the FOMO's gone.
Yeah.
And everything's staying.
Unless they
that's in the game,
actually do
everything
fully
is
shut
staying
it
that's
down.
in it. until they shut it down. But Destiny 1 is still up. So unless unless
Yeah, I
Bungie
don't-
closes in the next year, like somehow Bungie had 200 layoffs at the studio and still Destiny 1 servers are up. So like
Yeah, I wouldn't even see them shutting it down in that case. Actually, I think that there's a lot of companies that just like
yeah,
take these kind of games, like even after the studio gets shut down or like
And-
moves
and
on from
keeps
it,
them up.
and they just basically provide
Well,
server space.
and they're not turning off the ability to purchase the currency. If you want to go to the store and buy X, Y, or Z cosmetic, you can. They're also completely upgrading all of the like in-game ways to like get the freemium currency and be able to like target like even like super target what you can get. And that like all of the cosmetics from all of the like holiday events are gonna have permanent ways to get them. Like they're going to pretty insane levels. And we're all just like, okay, can we please take a step back and truly reevaluate if you actually want to close this? Like, please look at the numbers, and because I can't comprehend how Marathon can, even if they lay off like half the staff, I don't see how Marathon can support that studio long term. I just don't see it.
And
it's not a bad game.
That's the worry too,
And,
is that
like-
there's going to be some layoffs that's going to affect a lot of this.
Oh, we know there's like unless an 11th hour miracle happens.
Yeah,
We know they're planning massive layoffs.
They
like
are.
Jason's
Yeah.
reported that.
yeah, it's very
And
unfortunate, and I
it
think
is
it's something
really
we all saw
unfortunate.
happening, by the way, with
Didn't they
Marathon.
Didn't they already like fire most of the huge name people there though?
They
And/or lose
laid
them?
off
They laid
220 people back after Final Shape launched. Then they moved an additional 75 out of the studio and moved like something like 80 to other Sony divisions. Like it was like Bungie publishing stuff. They moved them to like into publishing proper. The 75 people that were moved out were making an internal game that was codenamed Gummy Bears.
Gummy Bears.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
codenamed
yeah.
Gummy Bears.
Gummy Bears.
It's
Don't
we're
worry about it,
not
don't worry
really
about it.
sure what it is. It is a like some kind of multiplayer experience. The studio is officially separated from Bungie and it's called Team LFG. I think they're actually still in the same building.
Probably.
Like they still work in Bungie's headquarters, but they're called Team LFG. Which I'm not sure if that stands for Let's Find a Group or Let's Fucking Go. Those
Let's
are
get outta
both.
here.
Let's finally
Those
go.
are both. Those
Yeah.
are both acronyms that are very relevant to like the Destiny experience. But like, one big piece of silver lining is the game is going to be left in an immaculate state. Like, we are going, like the Destiny community, if all else fails, we are going to get to have one last
Hurrah, so to speak.
hurrah experience as a community. Because a lot of times when games as a service games end, they end.
And
You
it's
don't
called
get a final update.
and it's called
They
the
shut it down.
monument of triumph, right?
Yeah, so
I do think that's
to
a-
elaborate
that's salt
on
in the
that a
wound.
little bit more. So every year since Destiny 1's third year, they have done an event called Moments of Triumph, where if you've done everything that was kind of like focused on in that year, like the new raids, the new dungeons, the story, the activities, you could fill out this Moments of Triumph and get a ton of in-game cosmetics. If you did enough of it, you could actually buy the year's Moment of Triumph t-shirt. I own every Moment of Triumph t-shirt from Destiny in real life.
Very good.
It was just a really cool, fun thing that they've always done. And so they're capping the game off with the Monument of Triumph, which is going to be all of the triumphs that you can physically do in Destiny. So it's going to encompass the entirety of Destiny 2. All of the raids, all of the dungeons, all of the campaigns that are still in it. They're bringing back what's called, it was an event that they do every summer called Pantheon, which is a boss rush. You guys all know what boss rushes are, where it's like you go from boss to boss, killing them as fast as possible.
Yeah.
It's a boss rush of the raid bosses. And one of the awesome things that they're doing for Pantheon 2.0, instead of it being a summer seasonal event, is it is permanent. That boss rush will be staying for the rest of the time in the game. They're not making it FOMO. And more than that, we know at least 3 of the bosses in it are from raid bosses that were vaulted, that were put in the Destiny content vault. We know that Callus from the Leviathan raid is returning. We know that Argos from the Eater of Worlds raid is returning, and we know that Galron from the Crown of Sorrow raid is returning. We're fairly confident that we're also going to get Insurrection Prime from Scourge, and that we're going to get Val Calwar from Spire of Stars, which would be the other two vaulted raids. But they weren't shown in the key art, and they're talking about the raids tomorrow, and I don't even think they're going to spoil the lineup of raid bosses for Pantheon, because they usually don't talk about what's actually going to be in Pantheon. They let us experience it for the first time. But yeah, at this point, the Destiny community is just like we're trying to be as loud as physically possible to try and get someone to notice that we're not going away.
Not going softly into that gentle night.
And I'm telling you right now that while I think this is the fucking dumbest move that Sony has made yet this generation, that if tomorrow, or even, if any point before they lay off a soul, that they came out and said, we made a mistake, we are reconsidering this, and we are putting Destiny into a, maintenance mode where, we're not sure what we're going to do with it, but we're not shutting it down, and we're going to, at a minimum, bring back, just have the team focus on bringing back more vaulted content.
Yeah.
If they did that tomorrow, I would infinitely respect that decision, because it's not often that companies will admit that they made a fucking dumb mistake.
Well,
and it's even less common that they'll fix the mistake before it actually does anything.
The thing is, it's got to be a straight and consistent outpouring of from the fan base. Yeah.
I will say, normally people would have shut up by now. We haven't shut up yet.
Yeah, that's how it's got to be that way, and continuously.
I don't think you're gonna see people shut up until a while after the launch, because there's not really new content to play. Like we're not getting new modes or anything with this. It's just that everything that's in the game is gonna be infinitely playable, and in an incredible way. And so I don't know that people I really don't think it's going to be people get on the 9th and then everyone disappears. I think there's the 9th is by far going to be the peak, but I think you're going to see Destiny hover in the tens of the higher tens of thousands of concurrent players for at least a couple months. There's just so much being added and so much going on, and it just looks like there's going to be a lot of fun to play. And if anyone in our community wants to do some dungeons that they've never done, needs help with content, you hit me up. I will be there.
Whenever
I'm going to be playing the shit out of it.
He'll be there. But I hear the passion in your voice, man, and I relate, because in gaming, I've always loved the fact that, one of the reasons why I love gaming, and I'm sure many of us, is just how it connects to us, in our lives as we've been moving through this and doing what we do. And you could hear the emotionality in your voice that you are a diehard fan of this franchise, and you've put so much of your life and time into it, even helping people just for the love of the game.
It's really a good thing.
Yeah,
it's really a good thing we didn't do this last week. I'll be 100% with everyone. I was not well last Thursday night. I was holding it together while I was talking to Danny, but after I got off the call with Danny while we were waiting for Slumbra, I'm gonna call you out a little bit there. But after I got off the call, I hopped into a call with a bunch of my old Destiny buddies who were all hopping back on. People who haven't touched the game in 5 years are hopping back on, because everyone's like, "Holy crap! I can purchase it with one purchase, and we can have one last go." I'm in. But we were all reminiscing on inside jokes and old things and old memories and stuff, and I started tearing up. I got really sad, because then we remembered that Lance Reddick passed, and Lance was not just a character in the game. He would actively play the game with us constantly. The night before he passed away, he was on the final boss of the Lightfall expansion.
Did he beat it?
He never beat it. He did not. So there was a trend of people trying to max his loadout as best as possible and going in to beat it for Lance. People lined up in the tower and formed an honor guard around his fucking character and would just sit there AFK. Like, and like I was remembering all these moments and all these fun moments with my friends, and I genuinely was sobbing a bit. I was sad that such a social and fun and joyous aspect of my life was coming to, and I'm putting this in quotes, an end, because it's not, and that's where I started to get better, because it's not coming to an end right now. Like, it's not moving forward at all, but it's gonna be there. Mm-hmm. And so at this point, I can't get any sadder about anything. Like there's no way that like I can get sadder about this. Not really.
Yet, at least. I mean, maybe when we finally start seeing a fallout from people who might be let go. I'm always saddened by that part.
I mean, but I'm already braced for that. I already know it's coming, right? Yeah. So I'm not gonna get any sadder than I am right now.
I mean, the thing I'm hoping for is that enough of you guys are adamant and Sony reconsiders. That's what I'm hoping.
I like, before today, it seemed like an impossibility. Today, it seems like an improbability.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably just improbable.
Considering this Destiny Infinity, and it was evidently like, from what I understand, it was the pitch that got the furthest along, and they just said no because it was the one that would cost the least amount of money. And I really don't think they quite comprehend how close they are to it being the game that everyone wants and it being where it needs to be for a soft reboot.
Yeah.
They just need to fix the onboarding.
It's one of the things. It's one of those games. Yeah, and it's one of those games that made it, right? It's not easy to make it into the live service thing. We've all seen it.
Right.
You fail most of the time. They fail most of the time making these types of games. For Sony, you would think they would want to try to keep that alive with Marathon, seeing how they failed in so many other ones beside Helldivers 2. So they should aim to keep this, I think.
Because there's some people in the Destiny community who are like desperate for Marathon to fail because they think that somehow that will make this better. It won't. I actually want Marathon to be successful. Yeah. Because if Marathon can be successful and we can actually convince Sony that to reinvest in Destiny, we could see a resurgence of the golden age of Bungie. Because they have a lot of cool stuff lined up for Marathon. It's cool stuff I'm not going to touch if Sony lays off the Destiny team.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's cool stuff that I might actually hop into and try. I really don't like extraction shooters, but like, listen, man. If Sony decides that they're going to undo the death of Destiny, I'm going to probably drop $200 in silver and pick up Marathon. Like, it's like...
yeah.
Like I vote with my wallet, and that goes in both fucking directions. I'll buy all the damn lightsaber crystals for the not lightsaber. Like,
you all keep talking that monetary game to Sony, and enough numbers, they'll see the light.
It's numbers, it's monetary game, and I mean, to an extent, it is the public, like the PR. Yeah. Like, this was going to be infinitely damaging to their brand.
Yeah.
Like angry Destiny. Destiny has one of the best communities and one of the worst communities in gaming.
Yeah.
If they shut down Bungie, PlayStation, they'll never hear the end of it.
Oh no, they won't. By the way, had this been going on to the Microsoft, can you even imagine? Dear God.
I can't.
The smartest thing Phil Spencer ever did was that thing in the Activision deal where they were like, we can't buy them.
Man.
They're not good at money.
Can you imagine the fallout for Xbox? Even if it wasn't their fault, like, it would be like catastrophic.
The hate would spread. It would go from Microsoft to anyone who's ever owned an Xbox. They'd come from me and you.
Right.
Yeah. I would desperately love to see if, like, I'd love to see someone intervene too. Like, Take-Two wants to buy more shit. Fuck it can't get worse. Like,
we don't know that.
The road here is closure. Like, that's the road they're on. Like there isn't at current trajectory. There isn't another path. I'm sorry. Marathon is not enough to sustain that studio, even with half the population of the developers. It's not. And so it's like, how much worse could like Take-Two buying them actually be? At worst, they're just gonna close them too. Like,
it's upsetting, but fair.
It is upsetting, But like that's the point where a lot of us who have been schizo posting for the last 7 days are at. Like, how much worse can alternatives be? Because it's not like we're in the middle of a story arc that's never going to get finished. Another problem. We know all the developers. One of the very cool things that Bungie does is that they don't only just do really fun and awesome trailers for their games and like publicity for their shit. They do what are called ViDocs, video documentaries, where they have the developers come on, everyone from senior management to like low-level developers come on and talk about the stuff they're working on and showing it off. And we got to know the names and faces of so many of the developers that like they've become like positive memes in the community. One of them, his first name's Samuel. I can't think of his last name. He's the guy who like designs a lot of the visual effects for like the supers and the emotes and stuff like that. And whenever he's talking about them, he does like like sound effects in the video. And he became like the flute guy of Destiny, right? Where like every time they did a Vidoc, if he didn't show up, we'd be like, "Is he okay?" And they're like, "Guys, all right, we'll make sure he's in the next one. We're sorry."
Man.
Like to the point where like we know all these people's phases and names. Like they're not just nameless developers who are getting laid off. We follow these individual people on Twitter because they're so passionate. They'll talk about the game and they'll show stuff off and they'll be like, oh yeah, that sound effect that like there was a sound effect on the ice planet of Europa. They're like, we made that with a breast pump.
That's
we
actually
just,
the sound
we just
of my
filmed
wife
it
leaving
just
me.
sucking, and we're like, what? And they're like, if you want more behind the scenes things, follow me. I'll talk about them. We're just like, what? And so like everyone in the Destiny community, like we know the developers.
All right.
And it's psychotic that like we don't just have to hear these people laying off. We have to see them get laid off.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we find out about it on LinkedIn. We're gonna find out about it on Twitter the second it happens because like they're gonna tell us.
Yeah.
So that's my soapbox for the night. It's just it's sad. It's real sad.
It is.
Well, maybe they'll take their breast pump tech over to Marathon. You know?
I actually think that developer got laid off in the
fuck.
first round in 24. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, that was Nadia, and Nadia is now happily employed elsewhere doing music stuff. But
yeah. All that said, glad you can share your passionate thoughts on this, man. Hopefully, like you said, that 11th hour miracle comes through. I'm hoping as well. Bungie is too storied of a developer to be undone like this. It feels like, right? And I sad to see that being the case here. Maybe it works out. We'll see in the long run. Maybe we'll see. But I'm hoping like you, even though I'm not attached to Destiny like that. Because to me, it was like an offshoot of Halo, and I kind of was stuck with Halo. But I realized how much people love it. I know I've seen it. I've seen it. So
it's honestly, it's like if Halo was Star Wars. So Halo is closer to being like a real sci-fi, like a true sci-fi, whereas Destiny is like space fantasy. So like we fight everything from magic beings that imbue their power from the concept of survival of the fittest, like the sheer concept of it, to hive mind robots that are trying to consume everything in existence. Like it's far closer to a space opera.
Yeah. But listen, I wish we had more time because I know we didn't get a chance to really dig into a lot of these topics, and unfortunately, but we will try to correct that going forward. Next week, we will have the Sony showcase to discuss as it'll drop on the 2nd, so we'll have plenty of to talk about for that. And next week in general... Oh, yeah. And next week in general is a showcase season, so we'll have plenty to talk about the week after as well. So I guess we'll do predictions and, of course, talk about the Sony showcase where we'll be seeing Wolverine and things like that in action. So maybe some surprises, hopefully.
Yeah, it probably won't be that big because it is still branded as state of play, not
Yeah.
a showcase. So it
I
probably
don't know
won't
that
be too huge.
they're. So there's been talk that like after the length of the last one that they may just be retiring the showcase branding, and just calling everything a state of play, no matter how long or short it is.
Huh.
Yeah, well, this one is like an hour. They said.
Yeah.
What's up? Why so
And
serious?
they're showing it in Alamo Draft Houses.
Alamo. Oh, they are planning.
Like,
Well,
movie theaters. They're actually.
there's one coming
like,
here to
there's some-
Chicago, right? Yeah.
See it.
I might try to go if possible.
I don't know which ones. But I know there was a couple locations that like you could actually just go and watch it in person. Which is
Yeah.
really cool.
I might
would
look
do that
into
if
it.
I could.
Yeah, I might see what's up and see if I can go kick it at an old ale house or something like that. Get my drink on. It's been a
Going
minute.
dressed head to toe in like the biggest PCMR shit you can find.
Yeah, right. Like, hello, fellow nerds.
Is this your god?
All right. Why so serious? What's up? He says RE engine is way greater or greater than UE. That was the 6. That's to be seen.
Get his
Why
ass,
so
get his ass.
serious? But listen, RE engine right now is not better than 5. So what are you saying? You know, just saying. Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
Anyway, no slander will be taken here. But listen, we do have to get going. Family, I want to thank you all for being here with us, holding us down. I know we had missed some weeks and such like that. We're trying to get it together with just life. You know, life gets in the way, and sometimes sleep too. But anyway.
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
What is it? What's that song by Nirvana? In a way. Something in a way. That's it.
I'm sorry.
Something in the way, and that's typically sleep. It's something in the way. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Next week, come through with us and let's discuss these Sony Showcase and give our predictions for what we expect for the Xbox Showcase and beyond. Listen, by the way, I may do a game giveaway next week, which I typically do every year for the Showcase season. So I think I'll do a game giveaway. I'll hash it out with you all on Twitter and see what will be a good game to give away for this. But and it may be more than other games people may donate.
Didn't promise to give away some Game Pass stuff if they did shit.
I was going to say I think it depended on something. I forgot what it was.
I don't remember what it was either. I think it was backwards compatibility.
I know that
Oh yeah, it was something like that.
I might have to owe people a copy of Grand Theft Auto over on Replay if that actually comes out this year. I made a prediction at the top of the year that it wouldn't. So
I know there was like 2 different things that I said that I would give away some Game Pass if they were, and one of them was definitely backwards compatibility. If anyone's got a clip that can remind me, I will hold up to that promise. That's why I told people to clip it, because I ain't gonna remember that shit. But yeah, I will definitely chip into Umbra. I'll do some. I'll do some giveaways.
Oh, nice, perfect. So we might have multiple things to give away, y'all, from gaming to like, maybe some Xbox Game Pass, a month or 2 or something. Or so come tune in. We'll be sharing more on social media, I guess, next week, and kind of iron out what you all would think would be a great game to have your names drawn into. And we'll go from there. Maybe we'll do something, since there's multiple things going on, can have maybe a trivia. Yeah, maybe a Crusader can give you all like a Destiny crusade, if you will, where he asks you a trivia question and whoever answers it correctly or something like that. Maybe they can get that from him, But listen,
that would be fun.
Yeah, we turned it into a little challenge. But we got to get out of here, folks. If you haven't done so, hit that like button and share this out. On Twitter, I have a thumbnail already posted, so just share it out. Started with you, Crusader, my brother. Where can the good folks find you, and what will you be up to?
You can find me on Twitter, schizo posting for the next month about Destiny. I'll be playing on Xbox for the next month. I'll probably be playing a lot of Destiny for the next little while. Like I said, if anyone wants to play, hit me up. I will take you through content that you never thought you could beat. And yeah, you can find me on Crusader3456.
Very nice, very nice. I feel like maybe I should just jump into it one day just to honor them before they shut it down.
Listen,
get
that. I don't know. I assume the complete edition is gonna be like $70, but it'll have all the content for like the last like 6 years.
Yeah.
And you hop in, play whatever you want. We'll play anything.
All right.
We'll go through it.
I'll look into it there. I may just do that. Gray, you're not wrong. I'm highly enveloped into Forza right now. I'm trying. Forza, at least, I've done so much in it, Gray, where I saw you got most of the achievements as well. Only have like 2 achievements to get, and one of them is going to have me dedicated to the title for a while until I get it, which is maxed out, which you got to get a level 100 in online. So I will be on that for a minute, but I'll be able to do that and play other games, which will work out. Yeah. But anyway, Danny, my good man, tell the good folks where they can find you and what you'll be up to.
Yeah, you can find me at my other podcast, Ready, Set, Replay. We are making a lot of really good progress on our retro game chronological order playthroughs. We are getting really close to the launch event for the PS2, and we got some cool stuff that we might be doing for that. So really good time to get in. We're also getting really close to the end of the 2nd season of Star Trek TOS over on our Star Trek rewatch series. So a lot of big things coming up pretty soon over on that channel. That is, of course, Ready, Set, Replay. Please go and subscribe. Thank you. I love you.
Nice. Star Trek Terms of Service. You all heard
That's
it
right.
here for
That's right. You got to sign the TOS, because if you don't, then you end up a Borg, which is not in TOS. That's in next gen. But hey,
Indeed. As far as myself, Infinite Umbra or Umbra Infinite, you'll find me either way on social media. And typically on Tuesdays at 12 o'clock, was it 11 o'clock? 12 o'clock Eastern. Boom's show the Xbox Factor with myself, him, and Jamie Moran. And back here with me and the fellows on Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern typically. And we're going to have a good show next week. Hopefully Sony shows a lot of good stuff. We'll have a lot of positivity to share around. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, thank you all for coming through. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend. Play some games. Don't get bogged down with nonsense. Talk to you guys later.